Okay. Make sure the sound is right here. I have never in my life slid into home base like this. I slid in through the door about maybe 90 seconds. 2 minutes. Say 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is really like 90 seconds because I had to acclimate myself, hit the buttons on the computer. Thank you, Creator was number one I had to answer to. Came back. Ever since you gave me a call, like, okay, now we have faith in you now, buddy. But
what's happening?
No, I know. The little vans took a little, it was like every other month they had to get on and off. And I'm like, I am not looking at this clock.
I know, I've done that. Oh my God, I've done that.
Let me just deal with it as it is. These people are trying to, everybody on this van knows I have a show to do. Not really, but that's how your mind thinks, right?
Why are they doing this to me?
Conspiracy. They don't even look at me. Look how they I'm going to do the peripheral vision and they're watching me. We're going to the LanceScurv show today, the Rising show today. That's where it felt. And actually, I put my phone inside my little equipment bag because I didn't bring any cameras, because the reason why I didn't bring any cameras where I was going, where I was, and where I was, it's the Bat Cave, right? Is because I didn't shave. I don't like looking scruffy. But, I said, okay, I'll do a live.
Wait a
anyway.
minute.
I just didn't feel
Wait a minute, because I missed the actual live. I missed the live, but then,
you know how, like that.
I was so pissed. I was so mad.
I mean, it was nothing because it was impromptu, and it was like I was like, this is a test.
Yeah,
I made a title. I started rambling. I didn't even know. I just wanted to say a few things. I was just enjoying myself. I just wanted to share the tranquility.
Yeah, it is nice.
Finally, a maiden voyage test up there with the internet that I had, and The only reason why for a little while it kind of buffered was because I was
Yeah.
away from my module. But I get a great signal up there, and I'm going to do some things with satellite dishes to get a better signal, and it'll be quite all right,
Man, I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
so
yeah.
mad. I was so mad. I was just like, oh my God. I mean, it wouldn't have
Right?
mattered because it's,
Yeah.
the
And
timing
scrap.
wouldn't have been right.
Right, right. Yes, Midnight
But
Green. I passed that message along to you to Brother Dave. If he doesn't respond to you, I'll just give him a call. I'll ask him if it's all right to pass out his number. All that good stuff. So I didn't forget you,
right,
sweetheart. All right.
right.
TT Brew 47. Well, look at me. I'm
TT
taking
Brew
it.
is there, yes.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
I'm
Much
seeing a lot
love.
of faces that I haven't seen in a while. Let me see here. Scrapper Dapper TV is there.
Mm.
And there's another person. I haven't seen Denise in a minute too, but she's here.
Mhm.
MW. When was the last time? Maybe MW has been on. I just haven't
You know,
noticed.
we all have different orbits, different
Yeah, yeah,
different rhythms. And
yeah.
sometimes, like, for example, I know it for a fact because I don't get to really get on the internet and say, like, let me enjoy it. Like to say, I keep,
True.
I keep up with bodybuilding, but me looking at the titles of some videos of what I keep up with on certain news,
Hmm.
that's it. I may look at it for like 30 seconds and let it go
That's
because
not
I'm
good.
yes.
That's not
Well, I
good.
mean,
'Cause
I
that's
got so
what
much.
they do to us.
Yeah, right. No, but I want to really get on the content, and then if you all can understand that we're doing a lot, and even though it looks
Yeah,
like I'm not doing a lot, it looks like I've got the shovel and I ain't doing anything. But you got to look over these guys. You got to like there's some things we got to do
yeah,
before this
yeah.
week schedule, and we're
Right.
working with limited
Chill.
amount, so we'll
Yeah,
figure it out. Um,
yeah.
it's
See,
like
look,
having it's like having a half of a jar of peanut butter and a half a jar of jelly, but you got
hmm
a whole loaf of it. So you
listen,
gotta
listen, man. You take your
slap
time
it
with
on
it.
too. Yeah.
You
It's at
spread
that
it
point,
thin. This is the time when
right?
you don't slather it on.
I know.
You go through all the slices and make sure all the slices have been
You,
touched. And then
you
if you have
slather
any
it on,
leftover, hey,
stopping, and nobody's there to eat it. You just I'm gonna slap on three times the amount because it's just me. So you
it's
have
just you.
peanut butter jelly with bread. Not you know what I mean? It's mostly that coming on out the side. That's the kind of peanut butter and jelly sandwich you got to eat with a plate to catch the jelly and the peanut butter coming out the
Yeah,
side.
that's not that kind of thing.
Wow, I
Oh my
cannot believe I
God.
just got more 90 seconds, and I'm glad. I was like, I
Yeah,
I know I'm close to it. I'm kind of scared, but I'm getting
yeah.
right to that door.
But
At
that
the time, I was
energy,
like,
that's the energy
"Ooh,
that you walked in with, though, that energy of gotta get it done, gotta get it done. So you haven't come off
yeah,
that energy yet. It's still there.
hmm
It's like, oh my God.
yeah,
Because
yeah." But
when
like I
I
said, everybody
popped
has,
in,
and you didn't
sorry, go
see me
ahead.
there.
I
No, but I was
said,
just
what
saying,
the
everybody has to
hell?
focus. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The energy, and we circulate, and it's not like any one of us are the center of anybody's, but we have our dance, we have our rhythm, we
Hmm.
have our way,
Yeah.
and folks will come. Sometimes they can't. Everybody's busy. Everybody's going through
Right.
change, positive, and
Right.
sometimes challenged. It's okay, but we're here.
Yeah.
And like this, when I got up early, and
Hmm.
took everything up there to actually do it up there.
Hmm.
So when I got up there, I did some other things, and then I made the thing and mailed it to you, and completely
Yeah.
forgot to make a banner because usually I make a
Oh,
custom banner.
right.
When you see my face constantly,
Hmm.
that's always there. I can always throw that up, but I didn't
That's
have a
your
chance to make a
go-to.
custom banner. Yeah, and I was like, okay, yeah, exactly. At least because it has the information on it. If somebody passes through, you say, okay,
Yeah.
website, social media. So that's the generic. It's not like I want to see myself. And you see this man, you're already here. You already know what it is. But I didn't
Right.
have enough. I ran out of time, and then I'm sitting here, and I was like, let me do this stream. And then when I was back, I was like, I didn't make a banner for it. But see, maybe it saved me because with a topic like this, we're not aiming to just be lewd.
No.
We're going to go deep, and I will
Yeah.
crack my jokes, but better we don't have anything sensuous up there because some uptight
Exactly.
motherfuckers gonna put the title, they're
Mhm.
talking sexual,
You're
and then they're
talking
going to go
sex
listen.
again. Damn it.
We're 9% of the population. They're talking
Why
sex.
do
It's
why
an
do they
absolute.
always have to talk sex? And she
Yeah,
don't even
right.
tell you anything.
She doesn't even show you anything, not even the brown parts.
She don't show no brown parts. She don't even give a hint. Damn it.
Until she slips.
Ah!
You just
Oh
got
my
to be on
god.
point when you slip.
You gotta be quick on the draw when I slip.
But I'm gonna tell you though, we all know like we're all one
Mm-hmm.
with motherland and in America. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a distinctive look that when you are pure, unadulterated, whatever, you walk you're in America and you see, yeah, that brother's from the motherland, and sometimes you could see and think that, say, man, I'm from Louisiana. I don't know what you're talking about, you know, but when you're out here, you're out really closer to a lot of original that have not been interbred or whatever, which it doesn't make us any less because we have all colors coming out of us. But
Right.
today, I kept walking up on people on the way back
Mm-hmm.
that I swore were from America. They had a little dress, a little swag. There's one dude away, bro. What part of New York you from? I just knew it. I am from Nigeria. I am not from Ghana. And he's smiling. I'm like, whoa, I'm losing it. I'm losing my powers of
Oh, you're losing
discernment.
your touch. You can't tell.
I'm telling you. I thought the brother was, I'm looking at him. I said, that guy's from New York. I said, what? I bet he's from the Bronx. Because see, I'm good that way. Whenever you're far away from New York and you're a New Yorker, you can kind
Mm-hmm.
of tell what borough the person came from. Not
Oh
even just
God.
the city. It's
Is
like,
that
yo, you
right?
from
I
Brooklyn.
don't have I don't have
No, for
that.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm batting 9 out of 10. Like when I was in Orlando driving the bus, I always caught it right. The only ones that got me were folks from Puerto Rico. I swear.
Okay.
Folks from Puerto Rico, when they come to America,
Mm-hmm.
they got the New York vibe to them. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
connection there too. The same thing I
True,
say,
true.
Colin. Thank you. Thank you so much, Colin. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. That really helps a
Oh,
whole lot.
Colin, thank you. Thank you. We didn't do roll call, but I'm writing it in. Hi, everybody. And Chio is
I gotta
here. Hmm?
yeah, do the roll call, and I gotta do so. I gotta send a text message right now. It's very important. And just go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
I'm here.
okay, 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 okay. Okay, guys, I was actually going to write it all in here, but listen, since we're doing it live, let me start. Hi, MW. How you doing? I'm 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 gonna set the tone for whatever we're gonna be talking about right now. So, if it sounds a little different, I know it's
What time is
right.
right?
I know it's
What
kind of
time?
early. It's not the
Love
sundown
won't let
show,
me
but love won't make me wait. I gotta love you all
burn.
right now. Ah,
Perfume and
okay.
incense. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, indeed. Hi,
Uh-oh.
TT
Uh-oh.
Brew. How you doing? Hey, Midnight Green Giant. Hi, love. How are you? Scrapper Dapper. Listen, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oyala, my love. How are you? Indigo King. Hello. Let's see. Denise. Hello, love. Hi, Synovia. I miss your smile. I want to see you on a live one of these days. Hi, Kwame. How you doing? Colin. Hello there, and thank you. Chio, hello, my
The
dear.
choir.
Um, haven't seen you in a while. Queen Murat, Grand Rising. Leave me alone, Lance.
What's and warm? And I ain't talking
Oh.
about the quiet. To the brown parts and this ain't porn.
Hi, Amir.
Quiet.
Hello there. How are you? I'll leave Lance to speak your new moniker. You see, if you play my song, it might get even more. Anyway, never mind. Hi, Naima. Hello, love. How are you? Um, Azula. Hello, sweetie. Maggie E. Hi. Hello. I think that's it for right now. Yeah, listen, Ayala. Don't pay me no mind, okay? Please don't pay me no. Yeah, true, 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 MW. It's been a moment. It's been a moment. Let's see. You're in Gainesville. Oh,
Gainesville in the house.
yeah,
That's
3 or 4 years. Yes. Are you back for good now, Chio? Are we going to see more of you? Or, this is just one of those lucky opportunities that you're able to catch alive. I hope we see more of you. Oh my gosh. So listen,
Mm.
it's a beautiful morning. Oh my God, my voice is gone. Scratch that song.
Right back in the talk mode, like this ain't gonna happen today. Try to sing, you start singing off key, and you're like, I hope you didn't hear that.
I know. And it's like, ah, damn, I'm not in the shower. Shoot. Because you know
Well, I
how
mean,
you know how that is.
you can do shows naked. It's okay. You
But
sing
I'm
better.
I'm not in the no. I need the acoustics from the water. That shower water acoustics.
No,
When
see, the water gets in your ear, and you don't really hear yourself, so you
I
think you
know,
sound.
I know you think you sound good, and it's the people outside of the shower that hear this, you know, this crowing on the. It's like, what the hell is happening in that thing? Who's killing her?
What's the song there? Um, Hip hop, hooray,
Oh,
ho, hey,
hey,
ho,
oh, da
Naughty
da
by
da da da.
Nature, right?
I know.
That was early 90s or something, right? And I saw a bunch of Indian dudes from India,
Mm-hmm.
and they went to the roller skating rink. I was just chilling out. I wasn't roller skating. I was just kind of hanging out there. But
Yeah.
they jacked the song up with the accent. They were like, hip hop, hooray, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, all Indian with it, whatnot. All off base, bouncing around. Hey, ho, hey, ho. And they were having a
Oh,
ball, and they just knew they were cool. What was it, me bugging?
listen, I love the song. I love the song. I mean, and I love the dance that they put with it. you know, that listen. I love all things hip hop dancing. I am not a hip hop person. Don't ask me who song what. See, Ayala put up Naughty by Nature. Now that she put it up there, of course I
Right,
can
right.
see them singing it. But if you had just said who sang that song, I'd be like, oh, wouldn't know. Wouldn't know. I know a
I'm
lot of
pretty good at
songs.
things,
I
but
don't
there
know
are
who sings
songs
it.
that
Hmm?
because you know what it is? It's like there's so many secondary songs that never made it top, top, top. But in New York, we were hearing it
Yeah.
because back in the day, like before this commercialization of hip hop, when it was really organic, and you
Right.
had it was like any old person in the neighborhood or any neighborhood had access to the radio because you had these late night, I can't say underground, but like, okay, say you had, I couldn't put a number on it, but just like 10 different stations at night that you could find on a dial that played hip hop music. It wasn't just all the super popular stuff. There might have
Right.
been some local guys that did, you had people battling. So you had all of the circulation of songs, and there's some songs, no, because of my proximity to being there at that particular time,
Right.
late 70s, early 80s, that I'll probably never hear again because I don't even know, it had to be on wax, but how many copies did it ever make it to YouTube? There's a lot of things that haven't made it to YouTube out there.
Exactly.
There's some songs I haven't
That's true.
that there's two songs. There, look, I found everything, but there is two songs, beats. One is a song and one is just beats. Oh, I think it's just one. I think I found the other one by chance. So I get on a lot of house compilations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was house music, it was just beats, and it was a New York beat. And this thing drives me crazy. If that thing came on, if I heard a car driving down the block, slow playing that, at 3 in the morning, I'm in the bed naked. Somebody's gonna have a naked man chasing their car. Yo, what is that called? Yeah, that's Shazam. I don't know if everybody here knows. Maybe because it's new to me, I think it's new.
Right.
But I don't know if you know the app Shazam, so I'll just
I've
share it.
heard of
It's
it.
just
I've heard of it.
common spelling. I put it right there. Download that app because you're gonna be glad because you're gonna hear a song one day. You're gonna be in a restaurant one day,
I'm
and you're
doing
gonna
it
be, oh
right
my God,
now.
Yeah, yeah. And you're gonna want to know what that song is, and you're gonna not the folks may not know. You pull out Shazam, you tap the little round thing there that says to, not record the sound, but it vibrates with it, and it tells you what song it is 9 times out of 10.
Wow.
It is so much. Shazam, yeah.
Look at this.
I
As
think they
soon
have a
as I
paid
put the
version.
SH, it's like this is what you want? You want Shazam? I give you Shazam. I give you Shazam. Wait, let me stop it. All right. I got it. Hi, Romy. How you doing?
Uses it, yeah. Who here
Yeah.
uses it? Am I late? Is everybody down with this? And I don't know. You know another one I found?
What?
Let me find the name. This is utterly amazing to me. Okay, what was it? Okay, Plant Snap.
I never heard of that.
Yo. Get down with Plant Snap. It sounds
You downloaded that too?
Oh, you got it?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh, heck yeah, because I had like some malfunctions going on with me downloading things. So when I was able to do it again, I was like, I'm downloading everything. But
Hold
Plant
on.
Snap, you go to Plant Snap.
Yep.
Yeah, Plant Snap.
NT.
Let me tell you how that works. You take a picture of a leaf.
Oh, right. I've heard of that. Yes.
And it comes back and tells you what it is, what the best climate is, the threats of different insects, what diseases it may have, and how to take care. I mean, it tells you everything. You don't know. You could be wet. What? The other day up on the property, I was plant snapping my behind off.
You know what?
I was going to Mrs. Scurv, right? Oh, Mrs. Scurv, don't you know that this plant is originally from Argentina and it grows here because back in 1658 it was brought. She's like, how do you know all of this? I didn't say nothing. After a while, I was like, plant snap, baby.
Plant snap, baby.
Boom, 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 boom.
I know.
A toy. I can now connect with nature in a different way. And it's a shame I have to use technology. But I'll blow the mind of some of those old Jamaicans that are like, yeah, I know what that herb is. Yeah, okay, God. I'll come back with you for a second. And I'll tell them something they didn't know. They're like, how do they got to know about this?
But how the hell you know that?
Yeah. Plant snap, yo. Even
snap.
Not into plants. Get Plant Snap. If you commute and you're standing on the bus stop, you need some weed looking thing, Plant Snap it. You'll know all about it. I'm just saying, it'll come in handy.
You can be so where's my Shazam? I downloaded it. Where the hell is it on my phone? I got Plant Snap.
Oh, you had it before? Oh no, you just got it.
I just got it. Listen, I'm doing it as we speak.
That's the way it's usually done.
And what is IT?
Oh man,
what is IT? I'm doing it. What is IT? Define it.
Oh, you asked me. Oh, define it. Oh, okay.
Define
it.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
I mean, we have a long show to go.
I know, right? Very intense show to go.
So, but at some point, you will be able to define it.
You got to make something up. I may not know what it stands for exactly, but I know that the next morning I can wake up and say, are you right-handed or you left-handed? And you say whatever hand it is, you might say left-handed. I'll grab your left hand and go, and then I'll know what it is. But I used to do that with people I know.
I know you did. I know you did.
You grab their hand and then you give your hand and say, why? It's got to be the opposite sex, hopefully, right?
I hope so. Shoot.
You go, oh, I see you've been thinking about me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I give credit where credit due, but that's mine. You can use it though.
I won't be using it.
I'm trying to set you up.
That's for the men.
Well, don't say that because you might have. Can I see your hand? Oh, you've been thinking.
I know. No, it's very red.
I don't mean it that way. Ah,
Oh my gosh. What would women do or what would men do? I mean, how would you, yeah, if their palms are red. Yeah.
no, just go to their bathroom and look by their lotion and say, boy, this is getting low pretty quick. You've been thinking about me.
True, 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 true. The baby oil or the Vaseline.
Vaseline is more telltale.
Yeah. Yeah.
This your friends out, like when you have them over sometime, like you have
Uh,
males over, leave
uh-huh.
some porn magazine in the bathroom with some Vaseline next to it. But the
Oh,
Vaseline's got to be
man.
new. It's got to be new and straight across. And then let them go in the bathroom. They'll be in there for about an hour. When they
Every
come out,
time somebody leave you, you smooth it over again. So
no, but you can't smooth it over the way it's factory is super smooth.
yeah, but you'll still know that somebody dipped into it because they'll be
So, but I set somebody up like that one time, and they tried their best to
went
smooth it out.
around the edges.
Yeah, they took something and dug it in there and tried to.
Mm-mm,
Good job,
mm-mm,
too. Naked eye, But so they're like these little bubbles that come up, and sometimes you'll see them like a half rounded little indentation, like a crater, and it's flat, so you
mm-hmm,
know what it
mm-hmm,
is.
mm-hmm.
You, you have to be a Vaselinologist to know these things.
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so.
but that app there,
Mm-hmm.
that plant app, like you said, Romy Rome, you'll never know when you're be in a situation for food. You don't want to eat something that
Exactly.
is not good for your system. And
Mm-hmm.
even, I mean, I don't know if it works with taking a picture of a berry, it probably does. But I know when you take a picture of the plant, and it has to be with different fruits and stuff, but you have a lot of exotic fruits, and you have some things out here that they do not have in America. Now, what is the thing that they call it again? What is it, blackberry or something like that? And it ain't no blackberry, but it's like really nice. Hold on one second. This is brother Dave calling. Let me just keep on talking for a second.
Okay, okay, okay. This plant snap is going to be really good for me because even up here in the north, there are a lot of plants that grow in the summertime and into even some of the ones that I see that bloom actually in early fall. We have some hedgings by the driveway that it's not until like right around September or late mid to late September you start to see flowers on these plants, and it's like, well, how the hell, why are you all just blooming now? It's you're supposed to be fading away. And then you see the giant bumblebees that come and pollinate those plants. They come giant, these big bumblebees, and they come and they take the nectar, and they go, but it's just a lot of bees at that time, you know. And so this is going to be good because then you can go and you can snap a picture and you can see exactly what that plant is. And I was watching something on TikTok, and this lady, she's a natural health person, and she was talking about different things that you can different plants that you can use for different conditions, just doing all things natural. And she talked about the hawthorn berry, HAWTHORN. Excuse me. She talked about the hawthorn berry, and she was saying those are all on the nature trails or the path, and it's those little red berries. I mean, there are some red berries, if you don't see birds eating them, don't touch them. If the birds can eat them, more or less they're safe to eat. So I need to be able to, if I see those little red fruits again, I need to be able to snap a picture of the leaves and know if that's the actual hawthorn berry or if that's the other one that the birds don't eat. And just going along and getting to be more familiar with plants and shrubs and herbs that are good for consumption, that are good for health reasons and stuff like that. So this is going to be my new best friend. What? This is going to definitely be my new best friend. And because with everything that's going on right now, and not to get away from the delicious topic that we're going to be discussing once Brother Lance gets back on here. But, you know, with what Brother Dave was talking about on Sunday, and the things that we probably, possibly, hopefully not, could find ourselves dealing with, this is the time when we need to know some of the other things that we need to consume or have in our pantry or in our medicine chest or our medicine box or whatever you want to call it, that is going to be vital, beneficial, necessary um, in the near future. You know, and if you don't know what it is that you need, you don't know what to go out there and buy. So I think what I'm trying to say is we have to learn more of the um, not so well known herbs and foliage and plants. We have to learn those because those are everything in nature has a benefit. Everything in nature has a benefit, whether it's for topical use or for consumption, they have a benefit. And if we don't know these things, then we don't know how to fully take care of ourselves. And I'm saying this because I need to learn some things in addition to what I already am aware of, because what happens is we get comfortable with the everyday herbs that we talk about all the time: the fennel, the fenugreek, the cardamom, the yarrow and the mullein and the sage and all those names. We get comfortable with those, and it's like, okay, that's all, you know, that's all there is. No, there are some names that you can't pronounce. How many people are actually exactly, Oyala? You know, I know a lot of people are very familiar with dandelion now, because we've talked about it so much. And but there are still people who have gardens, who have backyards, and they see the dandelion, and they don't know what it's good for. They don't know what the benefit, as far as they're concerned, it's just shrubs. And as much as we might think to ourselves that everybody knows dandelion, everybody knows what that dandelion is good for you. No, a lot of people don't know that dandelion is good for you. A lot of people still see it and go get that white powder and sprinkle around the roots, and dig up the roots and just discard the plant, not knowing that you just discarded life-saving um something that's life saving to you, that can clean you out, that can um, protect your immune system, that can just do so much for you. And you have it in abundance, especially in the spring and summertime, in your yard, on your grass. Just go outside and pull the damn things up. You know, I do too, Scrapper Dapper, but sometimes it's hard when you look at a picture in a book, and then you go outside, because a lot of plants have similar leaves, especially if they're not blooming plants, if they're just that's true, Amir. They don't grow like they used to. That's because of all the not fertilizer, weed killer and stuff like that we've been putting down on the soil. So they're not growing, as they should. But what I was going to say to Scrapper Dapper is that sometimes when you look at a plant in a book, and then you go out and, it looks a certain way. And if they don't have flowering plants, if they don't have a flowers growing off of it also, that you can distinctly say, yes, this is that. Sometimes when you go out in nature and you're looking at a plant, you can't tell the difference because the foliage is similar. There might be slight variations, but if you don't have a keen eye, and that you can say, yeah, I know this for a fact, I know that one for a fact. A lot of these, especially the smaller shrubs that are still good for you, a lot of them, um, they have similar foliage, and then the trick is to know which one is which. Like, for instance, let's just use cannabis for a second. Cannabis has distinct leaves, right? And when they're in the tiny phase, when they're just starting to shoot up, there were some other plants out there that initially, because cannabis leaves can come in different, they have several shapes. Over time, they're very distinct, and you know exactly what you're looking at. There's no question about it. You can't tell me nothing. This is what it is. But when they're in the baby phase, when they're in the budding phase and coming up, if you don't know what you're looking for or what you're looking at, you might see a weed growing, and you'll say, "Oh, oh my God, I got me a little, got me a little weed plant growing up in here." No, that's not what it is. That's a weed. It may have benefits, but we don't know. I don't know. That's why this is going to be vital for me, because
Oh,
when summer comes around,
sorry to
huh?
interrupt. We got Brother Dave on the phone, and he's going to make an announcement. And
Okay,
he's not going to be on for long. But
all
Brother
right.
Dave, let's hear you. Let me get down
Hi,
and let's
brother
hear you.
Dave. Okay.
Can you hear me, Lance?
Yes,
Yeah.
loud
Oh,
and
he
clear. You
can't hear
sound
me.
good. I don't think you can.
Okay. Second.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, great. So you can hear me.
Yes, I mean, really good. They hear you better than they hear
Okay.
me. So go ahead.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, what I wanted to say, Lance, is that we had a strong outpouring of information from our last show that we did with you guys, and I just wanted to let everybody know that I am and my staff we're actively trying to respond to everyone and get the information to them that's needed, because one of the things at our website, no one can go to our website and buy from us. I actually took that down, the e-commerce side of it. I took that down a year ago, and I actually told Lance that I was doing it because I knew we were going to be in this position. I don't want to sell our precious metals just to any customers. I will only sell our metals to our clients. And because of everyone's relationship with Lance, you are all considered a client of ours, because there's only a finite amount of the precious metals that's going to be available, and it's going to be extremely expensive in the future. And there's a right way and a wrong way to acquire the precious metals. So we will show you that. So what we're going to do is a couple of things. We will respond to everyone. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get everyone caught up to speed so that they can have themselves and their family in a position of advantage during this time, because we are talking about active events that are unfolding very fast. So what I want to do is I'll put everyone in a group that for people based off of where they are in their preparations. So as a very beginning person, someone that's been doing it for a while, or someone that is in an advanced situation, what we'll do, we'll be able to help everyone, but I just need to categorize everyone. Another thing is that we're going to have an event with my clients. We have it every year, and I will offer that to everyone that's a part of LanceScurv Show to be able to come to our seminar. And our seminar will be May the 20th in Dallas, Texas. And if you would like to partake in that, you definitely can. For customers, it was going to be $1,200, but that is not going to be what anyone here has to pay. It's going to be at a very five-star hotel. It's $600 for all my clients. And you can email us at info@prosperitymint if you would like to do that. And also, if you want to purchase, because you are affiliated with Lance, just let me know. Well, I will know that you are, but still let me know that you're connected through Lance's show, because what we're going to do is I'm also going to take care of Lance and getting him here for this seminar, if we're able to do it.
Yes.
And the only reason why we wouldn't be able to do it is because of geopolitical events have prevented us from traveling. I will not have Lance traveling in a dangerous situation, because once he gets here in the States, I got him. But in between could be a problem.
Right.
So
Right.
we have a plan, regardless of what's going on in the world. If we're able to do it, it's going to be May the 20th in Dallas, Texas. You can just email me at info@prosperitymint. On our website is prosperitymint.com. And what you'll see on that, you'll see a silver round of Cleopatra, elephant, and things of that nature, you know that that's our website. But you could read the overall listing there is that you have to contact us in order to purchase. I took the e-commerce portion of it down for very strategical good reasons, because I want you and our clients to be able to have access to protecting themselves and their family correctly. So what you would do if you're looking to purchase, just email me, info@Prosperity Mint. Let me know who you are, how you heard about, through Lance, and then I will and our staff will get in contact with you and explain that process to you. But we're going to come on, Lance, we could do another show later today or tomorrow just to highlight that, because I'm sorry, I don't want to take up anyone's time.
No, we're having fun today. We're talking craziness today and just laid back and, just talking stuff. Later on, fine.
Okay.
we can't wait for you, Dave. We got to have you all the time. So between tomorrow and tonight, if you can do it tonight, let's do it tonight.
Okay, we will. And I just wanted to say this. What Lance and I have been talking about, we're not Johnny come lately in this stuff. We're talking about this when no one would believe it, no one could see it, no one could conceive it.
Exactly. And
everyone thought that, hey, this is fear mongering. This is, this or that. So we've actually been talking about this very scenario that we're seeing geopolitically playing out, and others, which are going to come from this. We've been talking about this. Lance and I have been talking about this since our very first show about 4 or 5 years ago. So we're already looking past this situation. I'm already planning past this situation. I don't make plans for 2 weeks, 2 years, or 2 months. I have 200-year plans. And so I'm already past this situation and setting up our clients for the opportunity that's going to be here before, because we saw this coming way before anybody else. Yes. Well, not everybody else, but before mainstream media or for the, most of the general public, because of our connections in the precious metal business. It tells you what's going to happen way before it happens. And so we've already we proceeded past that. I want to catch everyone here up. And I just wanted to say, this is not because we're responding to the geopolitical events that you're seeing here. If you go and look at our shows, we've been always trying to get people prepared. And we talked about this very moment that's happening right now, unfolding, and how it can unfold even further. So I just wanted to really express that, just so people didn't think that we're just talking about what's on the news that's now. No.
That's right.
We've been actually telling what the plan of the system was for a while now.
Yes, indeed.
So we kind of understand where things are going. We know where things are going. I don't have a problem with saying that. Right. We know where things are going.
Right. Yeah. So when I looked at those shows, I was like, man, there were so many that were done, and it always had that common thread, that common vein through them, leading up to this point. So you saw the storm coming from far away. It's like a person who says, oh, there's not going to be any storm. And there's another person who says, listen, there's a storm coming. And as it gets closer and closer and closer, so many are in denial about it. But now they can see even more that this is at our doorstep. So now from this point, while they're bedazzled as to what is happening now that you were talking about for such a long time, now, what do you do now? So this is why you're so precious, and and now I hope that they're not just believers, but they're knowers, because you've been putting in this work, and this is, you were clear and concise from day one. And I was like, this brother is special, and I have to connect with you. And I have no shame in saying that, because I knew from day one that you were very, very special. And while we are all here, there are some of us that are gifted to lead us out. There's not to insult anybody, but so many people waiting for this one, waiting for that one, but we have a brother amongst us that, even for those that believe and thought that something else it was, well, what happened when that person walked the earth, as many claim? Don't know, but that's what they say. But here we have a brother here who has been 100% right all the time. Go back to the old shows, go on LanceScurv.com, go to the category page and click on the Brother Dave page. There's 10 shows there, and it's all leading up to this. and speaking it out specifically when others didn't think it was popular to say so. So now that, and this is not a popularity contest. It never was, and it isn't now. But now maybe you'll listen. And that's for those who are the naysayers, because I used to get a lot of crazy feedback on a lot of things, and I don't hear from them anymore. I wonder what happened. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, what you say, Lance? I missed that last part.
No, I said I used to get a lot of naysayers calling me up and leaving messages after the shows we did years ago, and I don't hear from them anymore, and I wonder where they are. They're probably still listening, but they got their tail between the legs. But it's not about ego. We understand that people are going to absorb things and see things at different rates. So I can't fault them. But there were some who were very rude, who are like, you need to open up your eyes and see what's going on and check the facts, because you don't bring anything unless you have facts. And look, if I go see a chocolate cake mix and eggs and a little extra flour and some milk in the kitchen, you're not making fried chicken. You know what I mean? It's obvious what's coming, So that's how I feel about it. But
but it was easier, and the thing about why people do that, and I understand, but that's one of the tactics that has been taught to us to continue to surrender our will to subjugation and enslavement. The process of not thinking for ourselves. And what happens is that most of us are taught in school to only carry the narrative of the propaganda machine. So I tell you this, if you play by their rules, they will rule. The thing is that you should be thinking for yourself, because if you don't think for yourself, what you just did is that that person that is thinking for you, they have two lives and you have none. You just lost. And it's really important that we think, because the great creator, I'll tell you, if you don't use what was given to you, it shall be lost. In the Bible, Judeo-Christian Bible says, my people perish for a lack of knowledge. But most people don't read the whole scripture. It said, because thou hast rejected knowledge, and I shall reject you, and I shall reject thee. And so it's really important, and the emphasis is that we should never, ever give up our overall spiritual connection, our overall free will. Someone thinks something, let them think that. And the great thing is that we've been doing this because I don't believe. I put very little emphasis on what I believe. I put more emphasis on what I know. So that requires the work to find out what it is that you really need to know. It is work. And so we got to put the work in, and we'll be here for everyone. 1 second.
Yeah, take your time, brother. Yeah, I'm looking forward to May, if all things are all right.
Thank you. Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, no problem, brother.
We're not following mainstream media. And I will tell you, I follow mainstream media for this reason. If mainstream media says to go left, I go hard right. If they say go right, I go hard left. If they say go up, I go down. If they say go down, I go up. If they say go in any direction, I stand put. So I use them because they're great. They tell you exactly what you should do. It's always the opposite of their propaganda, what they're perpetuating. You'll do fine. You'll do fine. So yeah, Lance, we'll get with you today and try to do something later.
Yeah, play it by ear. Today. I'm here. Just play it by ear for yourself, because I know you're very busy and you have unexpected things coming at you. I'm here like a fireman. I'm very flexible.
Great.
So
you're like a fireman. Lance, boy, you're special, man. And I really do appreciate you and Queen. And one of the things that we got to do is we got to expand your platform. And because it's going to be so needed. There's going to be so many opportunities and voices that we need to actually get back, because what we've done culturally in our community is that we've walked away from our traditional truths.
Yes, you're right.
From our sovereignty and self-determination. And those are all knowledgeable skills of how to deal with adversities and how to deal with situations. And they are proven through the test of time to be factually correct. So that's where you get experience from. And I will tell you, the wise heeds good instruction, while a fool learns from experience.
There you go.
And so it's better that we get back into a basis of knowledge and break our overall addiction to schooling, because schooling will just get you to obey. So yes, Lance, we'll definitely do that. And we got to get your platform in a position to be where it should be in the overall time frame that the great creator has already deemed. And so we're going to follow that as well. We're going to support you so in that because it's needed.
Thank you.
Right.
This is what we're here for, you know? And like I said, you know, do your thing and hit me back and we're on. And whatever whatever flavor you have, you know, whatever you want to do it, just tell me. I'll make a nice banner for it. And so we'll just continue on like we always do.
Right.
Great. Okay, my brother. And just sorry about didn't mean to take up that much time.
No, look,
oh, that's fine. That's fine. Take more. Take more. People are coming on and listening. So
and much love and much respect and to everyone. And we're gonna do well. We're right where we're supposed to be, because and actually I firmly think, and this is just as what I think, that we all asked to be here at this appointed moment in eternity, because we chose to be here for the rebuilding of what has been, I wouldn't say lost, but what has gone into hibernation. We are the awakening generation. We're very much so like, and I just want to use this as an example because more people would be familiar to it. We're similar to, we're going through a seasons of Exodus. Walking out of Pharaoh's control is very important. But just because you walk out of Pharaoh's control doesn't mean that you're going to enter into the land of milk and honey. I don't believe that. I will do it. I will feed for the generations that I've yet not named to be able to walk into the land of milk and honey, because I firmly believe that it's incumbent upon our generation to strike that overall path and that journey. But we shall not enter in because we're too tainted. We've been under this for too long. We're by this, and we're going to have to start to be able to bring up the overall generations that doesn't have the overall scars and the overall trauma and the PTSD of what we had to endure. So it starts with us, and I'm all in.
Beautiful, brother. Thank you so much. And like I said, hit me back whenever. No matter how late,
I sure will.
We're going to do it. I ain't sleeping until we do this. Unless you can.
No, and I'm not going to have you up late. So
don't worry about it.
Even though you do that. So I will get back with you today.
Okay. All right. Thank you, brother. All right.
Okay. Peace.
Wow. Peace. Wow. Whoa. Sir.
Yes. I love it.
I loved it too. How do we go forward? I mean, good Lord, this was... Whew.
Won't be too much sex talk today. I'm over it.
For real.
No. We'll get into the topic and have some fun and everything.
I mean, you know,
he's so polite. It was like, listen, I don't want to take. I said, man, if you want to talk for 6 hours, forget what
he could have stayed on the phone. He didn't have. I wish he could have heard me. He could have stayed.
Yeah, no, the way the wire is, but it was working the other day, and it's not working. I gotta call some people. I'm gonna call B&H and see what they can help me with out there. Yeah.
Because I mean, whatever
you said about me coming out there,
I started laughing, but I'll tell you why.
I'm scared to come to America right now. Yeah, as soon as I get out there, something pop off. What? No.
Ain't nothing popping off. But you know what's gonna happen if you come out here. So just.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't do it incognito now in May. All right. You know what I mean? So,
the only incognito that you can do is, you can put yourself on they can walk you around on a video camera. What movie was that? And the guy had himself on a monitor, and someone was rolling him around the room.
Oh my God.
Rolling the monitor around the room, and he could see the room, and he would talk to people, That's gonna be you. That's how you'll be in person
Yeah, there's a lot of
on a
people that I've
monitor.
connected to over the years. Yeah, I'll look
Um,
forward to that. I won't hide myself
yeah,
away. I want to meet
that would be
everybody and
nice.
everything.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Stories that'll come out of that. And I'm gonna get a lot of footage too. So if you come near me, you're gonna get on camera. Trust me, I'll be videotaping 24/7. For the experience.
I will stay in a corner somewhere.
Yeah,
Hi.
yeah, you gonna hi with a high voice because as soon as they hear
Hi.
your voice, they're gonna know it's you.
Oh
Exactly.
gosh, you're gonna be like, Empress?
no,
No, this is her twin sister with the other name.
that's the sensuous seductress called not empress but temptress.
Oh gosh. Oh Lord. Oh gosh. Anyways.
Alter ego, temptress.
My alter ego. My alter ego. And it's like,
Yep.
do I know you? No, you know my sister online. You don't know me. You'll know me now. Anyway.
You ain't hiding. No.
But this was great though. This was absolutely phenomenal. I'm so thankful that he came on and said this, and that he's given us the up. I need to get in touch with him, as a matter of fact. I've been meaning to get in touch with Brother Dave since what 2019.
Look at that. 3 years. See, right now, look at it right now. No, for real. Look at it right now. I mean, we all know that the new year ain't the new year and all this stuff, but just to measure off, since that new year started, this is March 1st, y'all.
Yes.
This is March 1st.
Lance.
We are 1/6 into the year.
Lance.
Into the first quarter, really. But I'm saying the 2 months expired.
Yes.
The older you get, the faster time goes by. Whatever you're gonna do, you got to do.
Yes.
Whatever you got to do. Like even me, I don't mean you have to run around acting like, oh, I gotta do everything so fast. And I'm not saying that. Just press it. Just everyday press a little. Look,
do a little
there's things
more. Do a little more.
The biggest thing I did with this other computer I have is put it on the desk. I haven't done anything with it yet. With the art, I haven't done anything. I mean, I did little things, but I've got to press.
Your ATEM.
Yeah, all everything.
But you know what? It's in front of you, so that's a step in the right direction.
It's in front of me, but I'm just saying everything basically, is in front of me, and I'm pressing.
Yeah.
And artificial thing called time, to me, and this is an abstract concept because I say time is not real. It's man's measurement of it. When you're on the spiritual plane, we don't know this time. I don't think there's anybody on the next levels that have transitioned that are saying, oh, I got to hurry up and get to this appointment.
Right.
It's a whole different thing. And not even to get biblical, but even no time there. And when you look at it, when you're the closest to nature, you don't feel time. Like where I came from up on the mountain there, I didn't feel time. It was in my head that I got to get down here.
That's why it was late, because you didn't feel time.
I would have still been sitting up there for real. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah. So that's that space. And we need to retreat to that and come out of it when necessary. But we can't stay in this thing of rush. We just have to manifest and just be. Work toward it, zone out, enjoy the work, and don't even think about the time unless you have an appointment with somebody, whatever. But that sense of urgency that is out of control will have you spinning at the wheels and you won't get anything done because, oh, I got project A and I got project B and I got project C, and you keep thinking about, you're not going to do it by thinking. Thinking guides you, but you have to get into it and become that thing.
Right.
Become it. Embrace it and become it. When I put pen to paper, I'm not rushing for nobody. And sometimes I go fast because the flow is fast. And sometimes the flow is slower. But one thing I do know, you have to keep your mind in your projects and whatever you aspire to do right in front of you. Because to me, and maybe this is just me, there's nobody who goes cross country in a race and says, well, I'm going to go here and stop and go, and I'm going to stop and stop. You have to gain momentum again to go back to that speed that you're in.
Yes.
This is why when I'm doing a piece of artwork, writing an article, I'm doing some editing, I get in it and I don't look to stop because I'm enjoying it. But I know if I stop and I break concentration and really break it. I mean, you go to the bathroom, you get something to eat, that's one thing, right? But you sit back down again, and now you got to gain traction and gain momentum all over again. We know that 18-wheeler on the highway at top speed, so many miles, will zoom past us. We got to hold on our steering wheel because we're like a boat rocking back and forth. But at the red light, and you in a little Toyota, zoom off, and you leave that big truck. But when that big truck has momentum and it's coming down the road, and you look, you say, oh, snap, that's that truck I left 25 miles ago.
Right.
As fast as you think you are, he's coming up on you. And so when you keep that momentum going, you're a powerful force. When you press, doesn't mean you have to, like when people study and they cram, it's not going to happen that way. Pressing, like you have something in front of you and you're pushing it in front of you. Sometimes you push it a little harder. Sometimes you push a little less, but you're pressing it. You're pressing it. Like you're pressing a body attack. I'm hitting you in the head, hitting you in the body. Boom, boom, boom. I'm pressing it. Every blow is not a knockout blow. I keep the activity. I keep coming forward. Boom, 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 boom. All night long. I don't care what you hit me with. I'm coming to hit you. And I'm going to keep pressing you. And I'm going to wear you down. No matter what you come with, I'm going to wear you down. I got into bed a little earlier last night, but I played around with the footer on the website because I saw that was just a little too much what I did before.
Oh, let me go there and check right now.
Yeah, simplified it. You know what I mean? And I learned from different websites how they do their layouts. And that's how I did. Not that we're going to get on with the topic, but just want to say this. From very young, single-digit ages, I was always fascinated with ads, advertisements. And I went to the High School of Art and Design, but it didn't satisfy what I saw. I learned more outside of school, you know, just myself.
Usually that's the case.
I used to read magazines, and I used to say to myself, okay, who are they selling this to? Why are they advertising it like this way? When you see something of an affluent nature, right? You look in Florida Design or Architectural Digest, and they have mansions and the kind of people that want to buy these certain decorations and a certain style, a certain thing, certain types of marble, certain type of glass to go. Instead of a railing by the stairway, you have glass. Like I mean, people saw today what was, and I'm going with railing because I don't trust glass. Me with a nightmare in the middle of the night running towards something.
Make that railing right up at your titty line.
No, it got to be. It got to be. No, it got to be. So Mr. Scurv said, no, I don't think I like the glass, but no, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
No.
I'm not 100
The only
pounds,
way I would do glass is if it's glass that's, you know how they have rebar inside of glass, like they make the glass with the thing inside of it. That's the only way I would, if you could get that designed, that would be awesome.
Well, they have all of that out. It can be done.
And that would be nice. Yeah.
Because when I can be covered and protected and lights and there's electricity out there and all around, it's going to be nice. But like I said, I ain't going for that glass. What I'm saying is that back to the original, where you look at these magazines and you can tell that they're selling something that is not about money, but it is money. It does cost money, but it's a higher thought. And the people are really into the detail of it and appreciate the detail of it. And you have craftsmen who do this and do that. And this is handmade and all of these different things. So that being said, the words are different. When they're selling a Bentley, a Rolls Royce, you look at the brochure, the words are different. When you look at a Toyota Yaris, which I'm not putting down a Toyota Yaris. I'd love to have one right now because the only Yaris I got on my feet, but it's economy. So they're going to speak on those terms. So you knew who they were selling to. And there's an art to that, to get to the mind of the person who you're trying to sell to, and not just sell to, but to appeal to. So when I lay on the website and I put little images there and I do certain colors a certain way, and I was rearranging everything last night like 3-card Monte. I mean, and I got to go back and do some more. And I started getting tired. I said, you know what? Let me get to sleep. I want to give a big shout out to Lisa in Louisiana. I called you last night. We spoke. And thank you so much for the kind words that you said. And she also is going to be reaching out to Brother Dave. And like I said, Brother Dave, it's such a wonderful tsunami of positivity. Look, Brother Dave is the kind of guy that you can get smacked down by an automobile laying in the street, and he can talk to you and talk the pain away. You know what I mean? He's like kind of guy. Like, Brother Lance, you're feeling this now. But I tell you, in 3 months from now, you're going to be somewhere on the beach. You're going to be drinking some. I mean, you'll be like, okay. He'll convince you to get up and walk. No, but that's the power of how we affect each other. The energy of what we share with each other can either make something in us grow and get stronger. Now, we didn't get to the sex talk yet, so we're talking about the words of somebody making something grow. That's a whole other thing. But I'm just saying, like, enthusiasm and feeling as though you know you can make it. That's why we have coaches. And we don't have to go to a life coach and pay the money. We can coach each other and encourage each other in our own way, because we're made to be social creatures. It's a shame that the whole social dynamic has been broken because of toxic entities that have broken away from tradition, just like Brother Dave said, broken away from tradition. You know, have each other, can vibe with each other, and can talk with each other, whichever way. I would love to be in front of everybody right now, sitting down and sipping something, eating something when we talk. But this is the way we do it because
that'd be nice. That'd be so lovely.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, we could do other electronic things and, you know, show our faces or share our voice and whatever. But what I'm saying is that this is a good thing that way, because we know each other's personalities and ranges and everything. And it's a familiar place to go to sometime. Not that anybody's reality is something that you don't enjoy, but it takes you out of your reality and sometimes brings you to a different place that when you come back into your reality and think, you say, hey, that was something I need to incorporate. Or, hey, I'm glad I heard that. Now I'm seeing things different. And that's what I want to share, because that's what I grew up on. You know, having parents that brought me and exposed me to so many different things and spoke on things and concept and had interesting people, associates and friends and family members that came around and always kept my mind stimulated. So that's the way I thought. I always thought beyond what was shown me. So that's what I want people to see. And that's what I was saying this morning, that no matter what things look like, just understand their realities out there in the world. It doesn't mean you have to go travel to a different country. It doesn't mean you have to travel to a different state or city. If you want to stay where you are, stay where you are, but we can always look at things differently. But we have to know that there are realities out there. And that's the thing that always bugged me, that I knew I had the power to change realities and really change realities, not just visit a place, go there and be miserable, but to just the fact, it's not even, for me, it's not even about Africa. It's not even about that, because anybody can hop on a plane and go somewhere. But for me, it's showing myself that there was a thought, and the thought kept tapping me on the shoulder in my mind. And I said, you know, I got to do this, and to do it, and then to know that it was done. There's no naysayer that can come to me and tell me that there's nothing that I can't do. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to study and be a brain surgeon. I'm a little too lazy for that right now. I'm not going to say I'm going to be an astronaut. I know I could do that, but why? I have no desire to do that. You understand? But within what you do, don't let anybody limit you. You'll have people that you'll be pissed at if you listen to them and let them corral your life into something that they want, because they're afraid of you expanding, because they're afraid of expanding. I would sit there on the bus sometime at an intersection and just think crazy things. I'm like, man, I'm in a traffic jam right here. But there's a traffic jam in Japan right now, you know, or somebody's out in Australia right now. Or right now down in Rio de Janeiro, there's something, people are laughing. The stress that is trying to be imposed on me, they don't know anything of that right now. Now, I'm not saying there's places out there where there's absolutely no stress. Stress will follow you, or the tension will follow you if you're not prepared. All I'm saying is that you don't, if you hate, I'm not going to say hate, if you dislike intensely the reality that you're in, even if it doesn't seem as though you have the power to do so, you have the power to get rid of that thing. Think of the bills at one point in your life that piled up that seemed like you didn't have enough money for. You got yourself out, paid it. You know, it took a little time. Maybe you didn't want to answer those phone calls, and finally you answer the phone calls and realize it. Well, you know, we'll take 25. Like, whoa, if I knew this all along, I wouldn't be stressed.
But guess what?
So understand, it's a temporary thing, and there's always a way. Every challenge, which most people call problems, has a solution. You just have to forge forward with confidence, knowing that everyone has a solution and you're capable of finding the solution.
Exactly. The solution is already there.
Oh yeah, and you didn't
walk
find it yet.
into it. Yeah. You as you move forward, you move into the solution.
Yeah, you a little kid with homework, and you see, 2 plus blank is 6, and you don't know, and you're racking your head. Now it's so easy. Okay, let me get this answer, and you get another one. Then they throw you something: 2 plus 12 minus 3 times 17 divided by so and so. Oh my God,
And
I
you're
ain't got
like,
no calculator.
okay.
My wife
What,
throw that
and
one at me.
what's the answer? What's the answer, Brother Lance? What's the answer?
Let me whip out my calculator. I'm going to do it. Oh yeah, the watermelon. I don't have one right now, but I have one for you later.
Oh God. What's the answer to that problem there
Yeah.
that you just gave us?
LanceScurv this morning, we were up on the hilltop there. She was like, "Yeah, I'm going to grow this. I'm like, wait a second, you didn't say nothing about the watermelons. The
But you
watermelons will be
already
right there."
have watermelons growing. She's got tons of watermelons for you. You already got your
Oh,
watermelons.
well, I know, but I'm saying, things in and out of season sometime, whatever. But when they're in season like that, trust me, it ain't gonna be. Oh, I have 3 over there. Ain't no 3. I'm gonna be eating them and have a small little trench dug out so I can spit the seeds right in there.
Seeds out and have your large jar of nut butter on the side.
Yeah, yep. You know it. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be my special project. That's gonna be my special project.
Or
Straight up.
ground nut. I shouldn't just say nut butter. Ground nut butter, because that's what they call it over there, as you already know. So
Yeah. Nut butter.
ground nut butter. Nut butter. That don't sound right. You don't want that.
No, I was gonna say that, but I didn't say nothing. If you keep doing that to me, you gonna have a whole cleavage to nut butter. Yeah, referring to it, right?
Oh God, nut butter.
I said nut butter.
No, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah.
It'll be going for 9 months.
What?
I said, put some nut butter up in the pasta or the pizza.
The pizza.
And your friend won't go up for that.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh
What are they
my
really talking
God.
about? I don't understand. This is some coded nigger talk. We must dissect this.
It is coded. It is coded. It's cloaked.
Exactly.
Cloak talk. So they can sit there and try to put what the hell is nut butter? Because it don't look like butter, so they ain't gonna figure it out. They're gonna be like, Peaceful Polly, thank you.
Thank you so much. We're gonna come with
thank you.
We'll keep on coming with it.
Yes.
We're gonna open up our journey a little more. And like I said, this is what I guarantee. And I'm gonna say it. And Priscilla G sent a package for me that's gonna be here soon. And I have like these little things that I can strap on my bag because see, down here, you go to certain markets and culturally you hold up a camera and they think you're a tourist, and a lot of folks don't like that. They scream at you because they think you're gonna exploit and you're gonna make fun of and whatever. So I have this little tiny, it's inexpensive, little strap that holds on to my camera, my knapsack, the front, next to my chest and whatnot. I don't have to hold it. So we're gonna get some straight
phenomenal stuff.
You're gonna see it. It won't be just a little hour of something. No. The card that I have in that camera can go how many hours? From sun up to sundown. As I walk, like I said, if it gets here on time, from 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna start that at least 3-4 times a week. Pick certain areas, talk to people, walk up and down, make you see it. We're gonna start doing it. It'll be better because I don't have to worry. And they may see it and look at it funny or whatever, but when it's in your hand and you're holding it up, it's not the same.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't feel right because they're gonna look at you and think something creepy or kooky or whatever have you. When they see it, they just, and it's better that way because now I can focus on walking and talking, and I'm gonna start conversations with people, walk up in stores, and we're gonna treat you to a lot of different things, make you really not just see it from because sometimes you go on some videos and stuff and you see things and it's just too quick.
Yeah.
You wanna kick back, like I'm not saying it's a movie, but you want to sit there and say, okay, let me see what this is all about. Let me zone out and act like I'm right there. And I'm gonna be that. And it's going to be something that, I may say, hey, this is 5 hours long, 6 hours long, and open up a chat room with it. And you can vibe with everybody while watching. Because there are people who watch that don't even live here in Ghana no more. Live in Italy and UK and even America. Like, man, thank you for showing me my neighborhood.
Right.
I was up in Cape Coast walking around doing that. And I had the camera in my hand. And there was a gentleman who contacted me, says, listen, this was extra special for me. You know why? I said, why? Because you walked right past my house and you turned to my house and I got to see my house. You know what I mean?
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I got to do that for you one of these days, don't I? I got to go drive over to
134th Street.
134th Street. Yes, I do. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll go over there. And go, oh, that's where you used to live? Oh. That's your house?
Well, yeah, there are people who are there, like that house. Once I sold it.
Hold on. Azula.
What you say? Nut butter. Could you imagine somebody? Oh God! Here comes nut butter. Oh God! Here comes the nut butter. Nut butter. That's the legal way to curse when you want to say.
Oh God! Roby Rome said, "I sent you some strap-ons."
Nut butter.
Yeah, guess what? I did. I sent him some strap-ons. He's gonna strap his phone onto him.
I saw a dude with his cell phone somehow strapped on the side of his head, and he was walking down the street. Wasn't? Yeah, the whole phone. He had like a cap on and something up under it that went under his chin on the other side. Bugged me out. He was talking. I said, "How's his phone stuck on the side of his head like that?"
Oh wow!
Moment. Yeah, but yeah, I wanna do those things, and like I said, I have a couple of partners that'll come with me, and male and female, meaning that's what a better cloaking device, because there's some places that I'll go that it's better if it's 2 or 3 guys walking alongside of me, because I'm gonna go in semi-dangerous areas. Not that don't feel capable, but I can't go by myself.
No,
you know what I mean?
You need to have your back covered. Yeah.
And there are certain young ladies who are like, okay, I'll come with you in certain areas where it looks better if I'm looked at, because once they see me and Mrs. Scurv together, they just know me more, they know her more. If they see me with someone else with it, because she's got a lot of things she's doing right now. So she's like, yeah, it's okay. We'll do these things together. We have our stuff we're going to do, but those other things, I would rather rest, because she's still up there right now. You know what I mean? And she's doing other things,
Right.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of that I do, and I really wanna go underground safely, but really go underground, and stuff that I can only put on the site. Okay, let me answer this from Brother Dave again. He might come on.
All right. Yeah, I hope he does come back on, and we can talk some more, and just really and truly get that valuable information. Thanks again, Peaceful Polly. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. And Colin, thank you. It's funny. It's not about a fear thing, because like we've always said, you can show concern but not fear, so it's not about fear, and it's like, even you prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's how this whole situation is, and we don't want to get caught with our pants down and looking around and trying to figure out what do we do now, and a lot of us, that might happen. You get caught with your pants down, and actually having not even a stitch of one thing to say, okay, even if it's life straws, so that if the water gets tainted in some way, not, tainted to where you can still use something to filter out any kind of pathogens or bacteria, and you can have fresh water to drink. Those are the things that we have to make sure, because if you don't have food and water, anything else you have is moot, because after a while you're going to die. you know if you don't have food and water to sustain you, what difference does it make if you have everything else? So those are the things that we have to think about right now. Make sure that you have water filtration, water purification. Make sure that you have food, and like I was saying yesterday, and I always tell you guys, when I say certain things, I'm talking to me as well. Make sure that you have the dried foods in vacuum sealed bags. Buy yourself a nice vacuum sealer and open it. I bought one, and I need to open mine. You know, and start putting away certain things. And if you can get some bottles, and you have a big pot, you can foods. Now, you need a pressure cooker to can meats. If you're a meat eater and you want to can some, you can actually can chicken, you can can beef, um, you can fish. If you get a firm textured fish, you can do all of these things and have them, shelf stable for several years. And like we were talking yesterday, just make sure that whatever you're doing, you have somewhere that you can safely keep them away from, prying eyes that might want to come and take what you have. Oh, you just ordered the life straws, Sweet D. That's awesome. I ordered back in 2019 when people were starting to talk the talk, and you started to wonder what the hell might happen. And I think it's probably more expensive now, but I would probably think to get a couple more, because I have bought, for my family.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Um, excuse me. And so just get those, and get the
But I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick, but it'll be tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be tonight?
Yeah, 1:00 my time, which
It's
that
gonna
means
be
East Coast time.
Yeah.
His time in
Okay.
Dallas.
Okay, awesome.
Be
Awesome.
right back.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Mhm.
So, guys, you got to come with your pen and your notebook, because you're going to have to take notes. I don't think that, now that we know, based upon the show on Sunday, that Brother Dave is going to be coming with just information. It's going to be a show packed with info. Come with your pen and your notebook to take notes, because sometimes it's not easy to type in the chat. Everybody wants to be listening to what's being said, and so sometimes you don't get to put the information that he's speaking in the chat. So you want to make sure that the responsibility is yours to get the information that is being given to you. So come prepared, to learn, and come prepared to get what take away what you need to take away from this. And as with everything, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't let it don't sweat it. If you feel what is being said in your gut, and you vibe with what Brother Dave is saying, then by all means take as much of it as possible. This is going to be invaluable information. Oh, okay, sweetie. I think I'll go back and look again on there, and get a couple more. But that's what we need to do. And like I said, get these purification tablets. Get those. Get yourself, as far as being prepared, get yourself some handheld crank radio. Chio, depending on where you are, it's either going to be 8 or 7. If you're Central Time, it's going to be 7. If you're Pacific Time, it's going to be 5. And if you're East Coast Time, it's going to be 8.
And that's for sure. I didn't make the
right.
link yet because we just found out, but
Right.
that's for sure. And I'll probably make the link not like super late, but after the show, I'm going to run out and do some. I'm not in a super rush, but
Mhm.
we're going to talk. We're going to have fun. But since we know we're doing that too, right?
I
So
know.
I'm going to make the link. Don't look for the link right now. You're not going to see it. I have to
Right.
create it, and I have to talk to him a little more about the contents of the show, and I'm going to have him come in through the show instead of through the phone, so you can talk back and forth with each other, and we're going to have a phenomenal night. It's going to be something, and I might stick something in the middle between that. I'll see. I'm still trying to keep my content up, and
Okay.
there are a lot of people who have reached out to me who wanted to speak their piece on whatever it is that they were going through, and that is how I originally came onto YouTube, behind the talk shows we used to do on Blog Talk, and getting people to come on in and talk their stories. And a lot of people weren't doing that back then. There was some, but that was my thing, getting these interviews in and letting people speak their mind. Now you have a whole lot more of that going on, and that's cool. I still have the style that we do it in over here, but to encourage even more so, many people have wanted to, and sometimes we set it up and then they can't make it, and then they just sometimes never come on. So to make it easier for everybody, I'm going to make kind of announcements and little infomercials real quick on the show, but I'll say it like this. For those who have something to tell, a story to tell, something they want to share, instead of setting up an interview, if it's something inconvenient for you where you're working 2 jobs and you don't have the time, send me a voicemail on WhatsApp. Send me a voicemail on WhatsApp. And if it's 2 or 3 hours, fine. If it's 10 minutes, fine. Just send it to me. And as long as it's something that is not like off the chain, if it's off the chain funny and you're a comedian, fine. But if you're threatening people, or I don't mind the whistleblowing, I don't mind the revealing of, but that goes back to you. That's your liability if things come back and bite you. And we all have common sense, but anyone here who says, hey, I want to put something up, I want to put something out there and see whatever. I had this experience on this job, or this is what's going on right now. Or did you know that this kind of thing is going on? And of course, always my American brothers and sisters, but also people from all over the world, because there are people here in the motherland who've reached out to me and they feel they needed to have all of this equipment and everything. I'll say that WhatsApp really records good. The sound really comes off good. So if you have that's all you have, then fine. And that's to reach out to make everybody feel as though they can be included, because folks like, well, do I need this camera? I don't have this kind of computer. I don't have this kind of internet connection. I only have an internet connection when I go into town because I live way out in this village and I can't. Well, listen, record it on your phone. When you get to town, send it via WhatsApp. And I'll put my number again. My number is all over the place on the page, but I'll put my number again here where you can contact. And that's that. Well, the number is on the banner right here anyway, on the bottom, on the right-hand side on the bottom, 407-590-0755. That's it right there. So I have a little thing that I push for 15, 20 seconds where I'm saying it real fast, but feel free. Feel free.
That's right.
Any category. If it's something adult and you got to talk about it, fine. We had a young lady who used to, work the streets out there and work brothels in Las Vegas, and she doesn't do it anymore. We really went in depth. And it was a phenomenal show. If it's something gritty, fine. If you want to take with your phone or something gritty, now I get a lot of gritty stuff now. I'm not putting that up, but if it's something realistic, yeah, I could have my own porn site right about now.
You sure could.
Yeah, but if it's something that and it can't go on YouTube, I can still keep it on my site and upload it to the site, so we'll get a chance to share it and see it. I want all this different content to come. I want to see it. I want to hear from it. No restraints. Send it to me. That's my offer. Now, if you coming out at me in a scathing way, you are not an African. Well, tell my great granddaddy that. You know what I mean? So I'm back where he came from. So I don't know why you would say that. But all this stuff. But if you have a difference of opinion, but you have a story to share or a thought to share, if it's 2 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, 5 hours, I know your finger will be hot. You got to know how to flip that WhatsApp recorder thing.
Or just record it on, use your recording device on your phone if that's the case, because that records very well too.
As long as you got a semi-quiet background,
yeah,
and just quiet background, kick back, and take your time, and we'll share it. It goes a lot faster that way, because a lot of times I've been, okay, we're gonna do this recording and we're gonna do this show, and then sometimes it gets canceled and this and this and that, and it throws me off because I could have went to bed early to do the same thing that I canceled the next day early because I knew I was gonna be up. So it's like, that's what it is.
I was pleasantly pleased. I fell asleep and I woke up, and you know how we do, everybody mostly. You wake up, the first thing you do is check your phone, even if you're just gonna go to the bathroom. It's like, let me see if I missed anything. And I was pleasantly pleased to see the email that you had already created the show and the title and everything. I was like, oh, look at this. But then by the time I got it, it was already 8:30 for you, so
Right.
you've probably been up 4 hours already for all I know. I don't know. So that was very nice.
Yeah, so just stayed on top of things and just pushing forward, but when I get that package, I'm able to move about even in different areas of Ghana, because like I said, I tell everybody before, I go to the Medina Market, I go to the mall, I go here. I usually go in along the same vein and come on home. But coming out, I will expand a little more. But yeah,
my God.
Yeah, we're gonna go you're gonna know it like you live here. Because it's not chopped up and edited and okay, I see this, but I can't string it together. I'm gonna put the thing on and let it run.
And you can go by my furniture store and let them see that I actually have business out there.
For real, right? That bugged me out.
I missed that. I missed that.
I sent it to you. How did I send it to you? Was it a video or a picture?
No, it was. I think you did send me a picture one time, but you all were you did a video, and as you all were going along, I was like, oh, my store! Oh shit! that was something else. So that was like, oh my God,
And I spoke to the gentleman from Nigeria who does all the designing and stuff like that. I spoke to him this morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, after he finishes this house and all the project and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking for Queen Marat Rogers for the portrait. And excuse me for not answering back right away because I'm bouncing between different screens, so I kind of left the chat
room. She has a book out, y'all.
On and promote it.
Yes, she's got her book on Amazon. Yeah.
And we'll put the link with everything. We'll drop it. Just get those links together
and get it to us. Yeah.
Little excerpts out of it, not everything, because you want people to buy it, and we'll do it. You let me know, and we'll do it. See, that's like I'm ready to bite into some work, and instead of just make it what I put out, I want everybody to put stuff out and just let's share it now. Let's go all out.
Yes, like indeed. Sorry, yes.
No problem. He said he wants to finish everything so he can bring us back there when it's done and take on. I said, yes, I'm going to bring the real cameras. We're going to get it clear. I got some new mics coming because those little square mics I used to wear, they burnt out. It's like they burn out after a year because I use them so much. When I was going to Ant Hill and walking around and stuff like that, I put working on the equipment when I get it. Rest assured, soon going to look to get another computer soon because these are definitely going to conk out. I've been working these things for years. Computers look at me, God dog, more? You downloading more? You putting this more?
I can't. I cannot. that's what the computers are saying. I cannot.
Yeah, well, Charlotte, we're gonna take you on some trips.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll actually go live, depending on the signal, but I like to record because everything comes through so clear. There's one thing, maybe record and hold up a live a little bit. I can do both. You know what I mean?
Right.
You want me to see or in the area, say, stop by over there, whatever. And I'll be like, yo, here, Charlotte wants to talk to you.
Oh, wow. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
That would be something.
But the main thing is that, Charlotte, there are a lot of places I don't know because I've been inside a lot, just taking care of the platform and really going limited places. There've been a couple places over the time that I've been here because I've been here since September 6th, 2020. So September 16th of this year, it'll be 2 years.
Can you imagine?
Ain't that something? No, that's really scary.
What?
Onika, I didn't see. I gotta pay attention to the chat room.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, but really, coming up on 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And before that, it was a little less than a year that we sold our house.
Yeah.
It was a limbo because of COVID.
Yeah.
We couldn't leave. We couldn't leave. So to stay by my mother-in-law and my stepson.
That's gonna be 3 years coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, from selling the house. So
yeah.
Truly, even though we were, I was with in-laws in the time before we left after we sold that, which was cool. It was cool. There was no conflicts or anything like that. But it's not like your own where you can walk around at night with your ass out. You can walk around a t-shirt and whatever. You don't care. You know what I mean? You're free.
Right.
You have to do that before you leave your room. Like, oh, am I dressed properly? So that takes
I know. Is my ass in or out?
Oh, detox your life. Yes, that's wonderful. Wonderful. And,
oh gosh.
And I wanted to share certain things. Like, say, for example, if you go to a favorite restaurant and you say, hey, you talk to the owner or just share a couple minutes of the meal and talking to it, even if you don't want to show your face and send it in and we put it up. I'll do the heavy lifting. I ain't got no problem with that. I like to rattle. I just have a craving now since I'm rejuvenated in the project up there and seeing it coming around to, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, wow. And that's where it's going. It's going to be a lot. I'll tell you, it's probably going to be 24-hour worth of content all the time. Without dogging myself. But it'll be up there where it's so relaxed. It'll be like flying through stuff. Come on, let's go. And then remember, as long as, the motherland will be cool.
Yeah.
With the C-19 travel thing.
Yeah.
It won't be a problem. It doesn't take a lot of money when you're over here to go to another country here. Right. It's not like I'm going to America.
Right.
So to bounce to Gambia, bounce to Tanzania, bounce to South Africa, Kenya, whatever.
Right, exactly.
I'm hearing Miss Scurv this morning. She says, yes, I want to go to Kenya. So I spoke with this woman who has this special type of fruit or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she says, yeah, we're going to go over there. I'm like, oh, really? Well, I'm bringing the camera. Over there, we're going to meet with her, and that's going to tie in with what she does. Now, I just say that there's going to be a delay with her content because of what has just transpired with her father passing.
Right.
So it's not going to be that long, but it's just going to be a little delay, until she gets herself together. Where she's good, but when you're dealing
get her
with
mind right.
Yeah.
You got to get your mind right. Yeah.
On each other more, and there's that little shit where somebody, old things come up, and then you have to, hash away certain things. It's a lot. So it's not like we're lying to y'all, but it'll be maybe 2 months on top of what we said.
Right. Right.
But she mind is there. She's there. You saw on the stream talking this morning. She's good, and but just I'm saying a little extra time, but she's ready to roll.
Right.
But yes, a lot of good stuff tied in, and so I have to expand my mind to encompass all of this because I'm definitely going to make a site for her. It's going to be much simpler. It'll be right to the point, but it will hold all the content that she makes and the things that she offers and everything. And she's gung ho for it.
That's good. That's good.
Things I'm going to do, and I'm the one doing it. I'm not saying that like, oh, she's doing nothing. No, she's bringing that whole category. What I do is that get in there, putting the nail and hitting it with the hammer and building the actual structure so it can move smooth. So
right.
You're not doing what I'm doing on this platform.
Right.
So now that's going to go easy. And I don't want too much bells and whistles there because that would be too distracting. I want to keep it simple and effective.
Exactly. Exactly.
It won't be too much crazy on the social media. There will be the basic social media, but it will be about the site. And there'll be a lot of action and direct contact, and it can't be a time wasting thing because I'm a pit bull. So it's not like, somebody's going to call up and say something nasty to her.
Oh, hell no.
All of that. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know.
Oh, no to the no. Right.
Yeah. So then I'll show you I could be a bully too at the same time.
They will be one and done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely want to go there to the to the market there. I was supposed to go. Well, all of those markets I'm gonna be bringing back to you so you can see it. I mean, you'll see it. You'll
And
see it
even
all.
that 10-story market, I don't know if that's the one there that Charlotte is talking about, but you know the one, it's like they got 10 damn floors, I think it is.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
10 floors.
There's so much to explore.
My God.
But in the good thing is that not even just here in this country, because remember the internet has afforded me to meet people in other countries here, and even possibly, well, you see Dave, he's like, yeah, I want to have you come out in May. So there's my travel. That's
Hey.
what's happening, right? So
Mhm.
even here, you know, Nigeria, even people have their little feelings about that. There are people that I know that they've been wanting me to come out there to different events and stuff. And I think it's an honor because I'm a blue
Mhm.
collar guy. I'm not some big speaker or whatever, but you know, they love the passion. And a lot of people connected here. And I just want people to connect in a righteous way. But I will not deal with frauds. I will not promote people who are not putting out the look. I'd rather a woman come on here and say, yeah, I'm a prostitute and I have sex with 25 men every night. I can
Mhm.
roll because you're honest about what you do.
Right.
But if you're putting out here a certain facade and you're so immoral and you're
Mhm.
putting out this facade and people are believing in you and you're I cannot, especially when I know on the inside, I cannot
Mhm.
promote. You will not be seen in this platform no more.
Mm.
People want to be intoxicated and believe the lies and let them, but I will not say the lies. It's not for my place to say so. But I don't want that no more. You know?
Mhm. 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 Well. Well. Hmm.
Yes. I just love
Let
the
me
potential.
let me check my brain and see where I fall in.
But you're definitely going to need your brain matter. You're gonna need all of it.
Ah, it's all
We're gonna-
good. It's all good. Yeah, but that's gonna be awesome though. You know, I was just thinking when you said about being able to travel to different countries, and you know, it's like it's not really a big deal because basically, you know, it's just going across a landmass, you
Right.
know. But when I have family in London, you know,
Mhm.
and a couple of other places over there in Europe, and you know, when I would hear them saying, "Oh, they're going to Egypt, or they're going to Paris, or they're going to Spain, or
Yeah.
they're going to Italy," and I'd be
Women
like,
are the same.
"Damn."
Exactly.
You know, shoot, I want to do this, you know, but then you realize it probably cost them all of, and I'm going to use pounds, you know, whatever, you know, 75 pounds or 100 pounds to get to go to Italy. You
Right.
know, which that might be all of $250 for us over here, depending on what the value of the dollar is right now, you know, and you're like, damn, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all relative. It's where you are.
That's right. That's right.
Man, I tell
Right.
you.
Right. So you know, I'm still thinking in in the when I say American mindset, I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying like as far as that particular vein, like the
Mhm.
proximity, because I'm over here and
Mhm.
the earth is one round ball, but okay, where you're closer to Jamaica and the Caribbean over there, I'm
Mhm.
so much over here. And that's why I can't wait to like settle in all the way and have the base set. It's on and popping.
Right.
Especially when I can budget things out and say, you know what, you know, I can go here, I can go there. And I'm
Mhm.
not trying to go somewhere and be up in some 5-star hotel like to show off, whatever. Now,
Why
you know,
not?
I mean, what I'm saying is that I want to put the work in, and that will come. I'm not saying I'm going to go in some little sleazy whatever. I'm just not going to say, well, if I go to Dubai and it costs this amount, and,
I'm
you
going into the best hotel.
know.
Burj
Yeah.
Dubai. I'm going there.
Okay. Did
And
I block the wrong person? I see. Is it this?
yeah, it's blocked.
Okay. Okay. Because I see a Lenora or something. What did they say? Something funny? That looks like
No,
a regular.
it's one of those
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That other one there sounds like some Russian medicine. The one
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Ties. But how would you pronounce that? Tixie said, sir.
That's the only stuff you can say. That word there is you can only say it when you're having an orgasm.
I know. Because your brain will actually understand it at that time. It'll be so scrambled, it'll make sense.
Your brain's all crossed up.
I
know a girl one time that after she would get all cartoon on the brother.
Oh my gosh.
In her own world.
Oh my God.
With a straight face. Like you wave your hands in front of her eyes, she's standing straight.
She's gone. She ain't here.
But it's a child or some phase or whatever. What the hell? Did you know you did this? I didn't do that. What do you think? I'm crazy. That thing must have been feeling good. And knew what she was singing. You know, I'm serious.
Was that you? I mean,
no. Look, it was me. I said, listen, I chew gum. I chew imaginary
No,
gum.
I mean, was it you? She had that experience with.
How else did I hear it?
Oh, okay. I thought you said a friend of mine when. Oh, you did say a friend of mine when she.
A friend of mine.
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
Bugged out. The brother was me.
Oh my gosh. Poor girl. Oh dear. And
then just doze off.
Oh.
You hear womp womp womp. And when you didn't hear no womps somewhere, it's like this. Womp 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 womp.
Oh gosh.
It's like, how could that rib cage produce such a deep snore?
Because she's gone. She's
in womp womp land.
Yeah.
Womp womp womp.
She's done. Finito. You did your job well.
Oh my God. That was an old version of me, a younger version. I don't. I have no memory except the funny part. I don't know what I did.
Oh yeah, right. You don't even know. It's just like the whatchamacallit, that math problem you just gave us, right?
Yeah, it was a Charlie Brown sound or something. That's you know, it's a woman every time it gets good. Remember, I told about the Snoopy, right?
You did?
Yeah. You know how sometimes Snoopy like jumps up and he looks up and you just see the nose and the ears, but you don't see the face.
Yes. You drew the picture for me. Oh my God.
La La Land.
Oh
real.
God. That's true, Giant. That is so true. Oh gosh.
And sometimes she get different with it.
Okay, A2K, give me a second. Oh gosh, that is too funny. That is hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like a mental ward. You know, they're doing womp womp womp, but I'm chewing gum, imaginary gum.
You know what? Anyway, okay, you be chewing gum, even when.
Trying to get the right words, right? Check her out.
Thank you, A2K. Brother Lance, A2K sent you a Cash App.
Oh, thank you so much. It's going to be used for the right thing. You ain't gonna see no brand new ribbons on my car because I don't own a car right now.
But he'll have on the flyest pair of shoes you could ever imagine.
Not even that. My shoes are scuffled. I'm embarrassed to show.
Listen,
I got my clothes before I came out here. I got rid of 85%, if not 90%, of my wardrobe, and there were things that I just never wore. And said, why would you do something like that? Well, first of all, it's Florida where I was living, and of course it's warm, but it's not always warm, and it could be downright, I mean, hot out there, if not just warm, hot, or even cold. And what happened was, it's the differential, and a lot of things. I hate thick, heavy things, but in New York, story, but I said, okay, coming to Africa is a whole different story because now there's certain T-shirts I don't even wear from America. I said, too thick. And I sweat.
Right.
Like if you were born and raised here, you're more acclimated to the place, but I'm still going through my withdrawals. I still sweat like a hog out here. I put a shirt on, like, okay, we get ready to go out. But I'm like, yo, the shirt's too sweaty now. I got to change it even before I leave. And I bring extra time to change into because I sweat so much and I drink a lot. That's what it is.
But you know what you got to replace as far as I'm concerned.
Tell me, my mind is all over the place.
I know that their shoes.
Oh yeah. My little reptilian.
Listen. You have to replace that shoe, sir. I don't know where you bought it, but you got to replace it.
They came from, okay, what country was that? Did it come from? But I know, and I think I may be able to get it delivered easier over here.
Maybe, yeah.
Over in America, because it took a long time to get there.
Guys, don't be trying to send, if you didn't spend $1,000 for whatever you're sending, don't be trying to just send stuff over there.
God. You could tell them exactly what went down. Tell the price.
To send a box to Brother Lance, and the guy at the store was very kind to me. Very extremely.
Let him know.
Very extremely kind. Yeah, because a 14-pound box. A 14-pound box was gonna cost me almost $800. To send it DHL Express, because it's not, it's a box, it's a small box, so you don't want to ship that.
No, I don't sell no drugs. I'm just playing.
Oh, you know what the guy asked me? He said, do you have any money or drugs in it? I'm like, money? What do you mean by money? Oh, this is the perfect size box. He's Indian. So I'm so sorry, anyone. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just trying to set the way. If you had, if this is the perfect size box and it's just the right thickness of box, you could store over $1 million in this box. I'm like, really? I said,
on the other side, we have the box coming over here. It's going to
exactly with the head shaking.
10 years in my people. No,
stop it! Stop it! Stop it! But I was like, look, sir, if I had $1 million in that box, why the hell would I bring it to DHL to ship it for me?
I'm telling you.
But anyways, no, serious business though. I was like, if that man had, Lance, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If that man did not give me the deep discount, and I think it was because he was there by himself, so it's like, who the hell is gonna know he gave me that discount? You weren't getting that box.
I know, and see what he saw you and had something in mind.
Maybe I had on a nice little hat on my head too,
Discount, maybe she come back when I'm lonely and make me go.
Nah, he's too young. He's too young.
Yeah, and that's why they charge so much over here when they have stuff. Like if I see something of an accessory, not even the main thing, so I'm stuck, right? So now we got to make something happen where we do business with each other, like when we're traveling, and put stuff in case of something and give you a few bucks for it. Not no $800, but hey, here's 100, here's 150.
But wait,
like that.
A letter. Wait, no, that's not even the bad part. Okay, because they have to weigh the box, and and they tell you that Africa is the most expensive place to ship anything to in the world.
Yeah, they try to make it hard.
That is the most expensive place to ship to, unless you're gonna do sea freight, and a small box like that does not make any sense. And then the next problem is that when you use another express carrier, it's questionable when it gets to Ghana.
Start going through your stuff.
what, you know,
forgetting it. Like, you agree, huh?
right. You know, so
And there was a letter size thing that you said also.
that's the next thing, right?
Yeah. Tell them that
And
one.
it's a letter, guys, a letter. Do you understand when I say letter?
Regular little letter size.
A regular little letter size. If it weighed 10 ounces, it weighed a lot, right? And the man put it in the system, and the address from where it's coming from to where it's going. $185 to send a letter that would get to him next Tuesday. $185 to send a letter.
I better
Okay?
get certificates in there to the spot so I can be womp 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 womp.
Serious. And so I had, you know, because I thought that one was going to get there quicker than the other, and he wanted to have the letter get there quicker than the rest of the stuff. So I was going to mail them separately. And I said, so when does the box get there? Same time as the letter. I'm like, what do you mean? We only have, every day we have one flight out. So it's not like you have different things going out at different time. No, for that particular location, every day it's one shipment that goes out. So I was like, so you're trying to tell me then basically put the letter in the box? Yes, ma'am. So we had to open the box right there. And so Lance, if the box looked like it was open, that's because he opened it.
It's okay.
And what he did, let me just tell you right now. So if you see anything any other way, he put the label across the tape, you know, the long tape. So he taped the label across it so that if it's
just tampered with, nut butter in there, I'm good.
And there's no nut butter. I mean, no, never mind. All right, there's no nut butter.
I like to see Black American
dress. I don't produce nut butter.
You don't produce it, but you can receive.
I can receive, but I don't produce, so I couldn't say. Like listen, stop it! We're being rude. Stop it.
Curry nut butter. Red Dot Enterprise. I'm sorry, they get on us and make fun of us and treat us all funny.
Curry nut butter. But anyways, so yeah. So all I'm saying is, anyone with any grand idea to send a package over there, make sure. Oh, and another thing also is, hi Sugar Pea, how you doing, sweetie? Lance has to pay taxes on that shit when it gets there. So you spend, well,
it's important stuff. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, exactly.
Even shipping stuff from South Africa here, when I had to repair those 2 modules, it was under warranty, so it was free.
Yeah,
but they might as well have charged because they were ganking me going and coming back.
Right. Hey, Queen V, been a long time. Yeah. It's crazy.
I had somebody suggest to me, and I'm going to reach out to them. There's a company called Rode, RODE. They have microphones and all types of audio stuff, and they're really good. And they're a really good company, I'd say. I think they're based out of Australia, but they're really good. I mean, they fix your stuff as long as you're certified. You know, you have stuff under warranty, they'll fix the stuff, and they'll even go above and beyond. And so I'm going to
give you a new one.
Well, yeah, I'm going to try to I'm going to make a little space where I am, where I'm going to be, and I'm going to try to become an official distributor for them. I mean, there's nothing to be quiet about because of my thing. I'll get benefits from that, right? And if stuff is already here sent by them, they send it, that gets passed on to the customer.
Right.
And the transaction that's done, I will get something out of it because Ghana is big. And if I'm the only one in the whole country, and I get
can you imagine?
And stock it up, make sure it's temperature controlled, like that.
Yeah.
They said a gazillion mics, a gazillion this, a gazillion that. I don't need to go steal their stuff. You know what I mean? I had stuff
right.
I needed. I'd get it from them and say, hey, let's take this off the tab or whatever. But that's a good idea because, like, we need to think about unique ways of making money.
Exactly.
When you're
Right.
or wherever you go, just because of your positioning. Like, we're all positioned a certain way to be or have an advantage over someone who needs our positioning, right? So you're always in a position that way. Say, for example, somebody who is coming to Ghana and they say, yeah, I'm coming to Ghana next 2 weeks, so and so. Now you ain't gonna look to use them, but you say, hey, listen, man, you coming to Ghana? I need you to fill this suitcase up. And it ain't nothing. That sounds funny, like I'm trying to get you to transport stuff, right? Which is, but you know, whatever the cost is, it'll be taken care of. And I'm going to give you over, you know, say $250. Whole suit, where a little package would cost $800. Don't you think that a person would be glad to get $250 US just to haul it from
Exactly. Yes.
And just bring it, and you right there, you have somebody right there to pick it up.
Exactly.
And it's nothing illegal.
Right.
Because it is expensive over here. So every time that somebody comes over here with a trip, you need to reach out to other people and say, hey, do you need something from the United States?
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
If I come over there Dallas in May, I'm coming back with 3 or 4 big behind suitcases and happy to pay whatever they say because it's going to be much less.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. You know, definitely.
In actuality, it would have been cheaper just to go and just take a trip on out there and go buy up a bunch of stuff and bring it back.
Shit. Listen. That money, I could have bought a ticket and brought it to you directly and said, here, and just turn around. I'll come back home.
No, you ain't gonna do that fast. You gotta do in person and all of that stuff, whatever.
God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Kwame. At the end of it all, if you're talking about how much I paid, ultimately, oh yeah, because once I put the envelope in the box, then that was he gave me a discount on the envelope. He brought it down to 130, I think 135. You know, and so that was absorbed. You know, once I put the letter in the box, and then
I went somewhere. I heard nut butter and I heard absorbed.
Absorbed. Listen.
I gave you good discount
he
because
gave me discount.
You used the bathroom and you did not know it, but I have camera in there. Nobody.
Oh dear God, I'm so afraid of that nowadays. I really am afraid of that. You know, you go to the bathroom and you know you're looking around. You're like, you don't know. You just don't know.
There's always that vent that you can't see all the way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's creepy.
Yeah, ultimately I paid what I wound up paying is what I kind of expected to pay originally. You know, so I guess you have to go with an idea in your head of what you want to pay. You know what I mean? And ultimately you will get that because you're manifesting it before you get there.
That's right.
So yeah, I was okay with it. You know. But I was shocked.
I was shocked. And you were like, are you braced? Are you ready? And you know me, you got to admit that I take stressful things pretty well because
you do.
Oh, I got to wait another 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, no problem. Because I'm grounded and I'm a trooper that way, you know. But that
I'm stressed out, and you're like, no, it's okay. I'm like, oh my God, stop. I know why you're laughing, but you know, it's okay. No problem.
No, but that's something that, you know, we got to understand it every time you come out, especially when you're out here, even if you don't know anybody, you're bringing stuff.
Yeah.
Bring a bunch of stuff unique.
Yeah.
That especially if you're from America or that side of the world that you're used to certain things, it becomes very valuable.
Right.
I mean, it's when I'm here and I see American products on the shelf. You know what I mean? Say, oh, look at that. Things that sometimes you don't even use all the time. Like me, I don't like the hot jerk seasoning, but I like the mild a little bit sometime.
Oh, you don't like the hot one?
Oh God, I can't eat anything hot.
You can't eat anything hot?
No. Only thing I can eat hot is well, anyway.
but Tom, but Tom, but yeah. And what I was going to say also is, as far as the shipping, they measure the boxes. So not only are you paying for the weight of the box, you're paying for the size of the box.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Is that crazy or is that crazy? It's crazy.
So we got a underground network where we're delivering stuff and bringing it to people.
Yeah,
it's we'll meet at the airport, and you get a chance to verify this person or whatever, they frequent traveler, whatever have you. Even if something half the size of a suitcase purchase, or something to get around this, man. Because put it this way, and I'll say it. I 5,000 business cards. I can't get all of them. It's too heavy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You just go ahead and mail them out to whoever want to get some, whatever, just to push out.
Yeah, we'll send them out here. Anybody want anything, just tell me. I'll send them to you.
To them cards.
And you can hand them out to peoples. But I had to no, I couldn't send that box. That box alone would have probably been $1,000 just to send it to you.
Yeah.
So I had to separate out, and I think I wound up sending you maybe, because they're thin, so I would probably say maybe 300. I didn't count it. I didn't count it, but the box I put it in. Yeah.
When I come out there, creator willing, with the whole thing with Dave and whatever, I want to get those metallic business cards in, but that's only for like folks who are doing something out here in the motherland. Not just to go around. I always wanted those. That's like my treat because you don't throw those away. People get this. Oh my God.
Right.
But I will get those other cards. And the thing is, the old Ghanaian number is no good. So that old Ghanaian number is on there. So I have the WhatsApp number in there. But, and let me just explain why. It's like, well, why you got to go order cards from America and in Africa? Don't they print out there? I haven't found any printer that really does. You have these little flimsy here in the crowd. Maybe there's, but you have these little white cards, a little flimsy. I don't like that. Cards I've always had, I've designed myself. Like you see this that's up in front of you. That's not going to be a card per se, but I design it myself and I keep it minimalist. I don't let somebody just put the words on there and charge me, and that's it. I like my cards black, just like my website. My cards look like it. It has to look like your website, number one. So I use a company called Rush Flyers. They're very good. I've used them for a very long time, probably like about 10 years, over 10 years. And whenever I need, every time my runner cards run out, I'm like, oh, those cards are corny. Let me do something better. As I get better graphics. So
yeah, because you're going to redo these anyway. This was, now that we've gotten them, and you look at it and you go, I could have done this. Yeah,
it's corny. I'm like, that's corny. I got to do this over again. So my thing is that you can design your own cards if you know your graphics. You could mail them the design as long as it fits the specifications of size and the proper file. I think TIFF and PNG. What's the Photoshop abbreviation? It's P something, whatever it is. But anyway, PSP, I'm not sure. Maybe that. But you send it to them and it's really inexpensive. And I have to say, for the 5,000 cards, initially it was just like maybe $114.
Right.
5,000 cards, y'all.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good paper. You choose the stock. You choose the thickness of it. You choose the finish of it. If you want
it's sort of high gloss. These are high gloss.
Yeah.
So if you want to handle it with gloves on, because you definitely will be leaving your fingerprints all over it. So make sure when you hand it out, you don't do nothing, questionable.
You're right, Queen. The underground Scurv mail service.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
That's a damn shame. And it's a damn shame how they do Africa anyway. It's like they do not want Africa to benefit from any of the technology or any of the modern services. It's like, okay, with Western Union, I did a video on that bad boy. Western Union. I'm banned from Western Union. For what?
Why?
Me and Mr. Scurv are banned from using Western Union. It's not making me cry because they have other services and stuff like that. But when I was in America and we were sending back money to finish the purchase of what we purchased land-wise, They were asking all kind of questions, and they come up with this mysterious thing. Okay, it's like this. What were they asking? Okay, who are you sending out to? Boom, we said the name. What is the relationship? Boom, we told the relationship. You know, what did they say? Do you have paperwork for the purchase? Of course we do. That's in the. They're gonna act like they're gonna protect you. Like you might be getting scammed. We're not getting scammed. We were there, or I was there. Okay, that stopped that from coming. What is the person's middle name and what all kind like I don't know. How am I supposed to know this? You know? I mean, do you know your mother-in-law's middle name? You probably don't. Just to say. And they came with all these questions, and oh no, we at this point, no, we had to find out the hard way because they were giving us a hard time when we left. We said we'll come to a different branch. And then when we called by phone to find out what was going on, they said, no, you've been banned. They said we are banned. We can't do business with you. They don't like that. They'll come up with anything to come at you if they think you're doing some real business. They saw that we were doing real business, and the bottom line is that they didn't like to find out that we were buying land. They didn't like that. So everybody's with the program. They'll make it harder for you. And especially, look, if it was Italy, if it was Europe, if it was France, no problem. Greece, no problem.
Right.
But look, okay, private companies can do what they want, but Cash App only works in the UK and the United States. The only way I can check a Cash App from here is to use a VPN, where I sign in servers in that particular country because you're paying for that, and that's what and you get around it. Certain sites you're not supposed to get to from Africa from here.
Right.
And they will say, oh, it's because of the scams that go on, but it's just as much scams going on in Russia and China and different parts of Europe. Oh, Russia's bad with all kind of stuff. Ukraine too, and all those Chechikistans and Dekistans and nut butter stands and whatever it may be, they're bad.
Listen, I'm very good. Thank you very much.
No, but they're really bad. And
let me mess with my nut butter.
You love your nut butter. It might be an indication now. Yeah, be careful what you're saying now. Yeah, so like I said, they make it very tough to
yeah,
this and all of this stuff, and it's a damn shame. It really is.
It is.
So you have to be smart. You have to be smart and think around it. You got to.
So like Lance just said, anything you're doing as far as sending stuff, make sure it's going to be worth the money that you're paying to have it, to have it shipped. Don't just be saying, oh, I want to send a package.
Well, they're gonna get you.
It's not worth it. Yeah. Both coming and going, like it's or going and receiving, sending and receiving. It's.
But I had something delivered to a post office out here. I forgot what branch it was, and when I received it, or when it came, they called me. I went there, and now mind you, it was paid to be sent over. It got here. That should be it. No, I had to pay, and I had to pay depending on the category it fit under. They want to know what kind of device was this. I said, well, it's not a common thing. It's a sound module I use for my podcast. What are you talking about, basically? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had to tell them exactly what was in the. Listen, you should have seen me. Okay, I have this in there, and I have that. And how much of each of those do you have? Okay, I have 2 of this, 1 of that, 3 of the. Huh?
And they don't know what the hell what anything is. You got to explain.
Well, some of them, some of the stuff is, basic. But then the other thing, and the rest of them, I said, and some equipment, some attachments, some, nothing, I can't tell you exactly what it is, but some equipment, and then
right.
Then of course, what's the value of all these things? Jesus Christ. $1 each. Everything is $1 a piece.
Yeah. We got it at the dollar store. That's what you don't know what it is. It's like when I went to Jamaica and I had all of this stuff in my bag. I was ready. Right?
Yeah.
the cameras and the hookups and the straps and the mics and the wireless, this and this and that. And they gave me a hard time.
Really?
One woman who was there when it was in God, where was it? It was Kingston. Yeah. Yeah. So we're there at the airport, and this one woman who, when you get the bags, coming off and everything, and you still got to walk through, she came standing next to me, staring me down at the corner of my eye. What do you mean staring me down? I'm like, out of all these people here, why are you staring me down like this? And she was upset with me the way she was looking. So I stayed cool. And there was a young lady there and this is how I had the dropsies that day on the flight. I had actually dropped my passport on the plane.
What?
The lady in front of me, it went up by her feet. She's like, "Oh, this is your passport." I would have been stuck.
What?
Yeah. So she was down there with all of us, and we kind of switched numbers because she found out we were talking. She does the same stuff, and we had talked one time, and we kind of lost contact. But maybe one day we'll connect again. Very interesting lady. So she was hooked up with the press in Fort Lauderdale and everything. And I said, yeah, we could do some things, whatever. So anyway, she's staring me down. And I'm like, I moved away, and then I could see her just staring holes in me. Like, did I look like the man that did you wrong and left you or something or whatever? So she went over to one of the ladies where you get everything checked out after you get your bags. And it's just like a small little area. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And so the lady had called out to me, not that mean lady, but the other one. After the mean in the ear, she said, "Excuse me, sir. When you're ready to come, you come over here to me." So it was on. I knew I was going to have a hard time. So with every single thing, every handheld mic, every wireless clip-on mic,
my God,
to go to the recorder that goes to this, that goes to the, I had to explain, I had to pull everything out and say, see, this goes here, that go, and where does that go? She had no clue.
What?
Yes. So I said, you know what?
Just flow with it.
No. I said, this lady, they're making her give me a hard time. But the other one stood close by, but she couldn't hear what I was saying. So I said, you know what? I'm going to have to go into my old bag of tricks, which I was never a guy into tricks, but I need to utilize certain skills. So I'm staring at her, and she looks up at me. She says, "You're okay?" I said, "No, I'm not." She said, "What happened?" I said, "I have never seen a woman as beautiful as you." So she put her head back down. And I said, "Your complexion is flawless." I said, "Are you married?" She said, "No." I said, "This is destiny. I have to know you." I sense you have a deep spiritual presence. She says, "Yes, I do." I said, "Tell me about it. You've been this way from young." She said, "Yes, I see things." I said, "Don't you see who I am to you?"
Lord God.
And come so far, and even though it's under circumstances that's under duress,
are you serious?
Yeah, and look, I don't hustle people, but I had to because they were going to not let me through with some of those things, and we'll get back to that part of the story. But
please finish this part. This sounds good.
No, I just want to say that not only was that other lady just being mean, but the lady here gave me the scoop on what it was, that there are a lot of people from America that go to Jamaica, offer little money to the young girls, and shoot porn.
Okay.
Camera equipment, and they're not covered by some company that says we're here shooting and we got this permit. If you're coming, a camera or two, but me, no. I had a good sized knapsack, which couldn't be considered a knapsack. It was a big ass bag that you could probably put on your side and lean one way, whatever. It was heavy. It just had I overdid it because I brought too much stuff anyway. At the end of the day, I know how to go lean now, but nervousness takes over. Like, well, what if there are 2 people? I need to have 2 of these handhelds. And what if they're, and I start bringing everything.
Right.
I didn't need the stuff I had on my bed, and I laid down on the other half of it, and I never used it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, that's why I want to get set now, because I am where I'm going to be, but I'm not really under the roof I'm going to be. Once I'm settled and can put everything where it belongs and can say, okay, I'm going to shoot this, shoot that. but you don't have the opportunities to get all the stuff you need. Like in America, I can just run out to the store and just grab this specialized piece. It's right there. Nah, it ain't happening out there. Go back to the story, you know. I said,
yeah.
Let me see that finger. He said, huh? And it was like she was stiff because she was looking over her shoulder.
You
like,
did not.
I said, that finger really needs something on it. I said, man, look me in the eye.
Oh my God.
Talking about picking me about each piece of equipment, although she's like, I'm on my job and I have to act like I'm working, but your words are really, listen, it's okay. Just put everything in the bag and it's okay. I'm going to put a sticker on and you go through. And I ain't going to let it stop at that. I said, listen, you let the stick in the bag go through, but I need to know who you are. I said, I know you can't whip out a piece of paper or anything, but just Google this name. I'm all over online and you contact me.
You are a mess.
I don't do that to women, but they were not.
Listen, you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. That's what it is. You do what you got to do. I ain't mad at you. That could be, but I'm not.
No, but I'm not like that at heart. I don't lie and lure people and whatever.
But you weren't lying.
No, but
she probably was good looking and she probably was all of that, but she's never heard that before. Nobody has ever spoken to her like that before.
I said some other things too, and she was, with her religious self.
Oh dear.
I dropped something on purpose so I could lean behind the counter and reach. I said, "Oh, I'll get it. I got down on the floor." I said, "Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie to you, sister.
Lance,
I'm gonna always respect you, but I have never saw such delicious thighs. Like
LanceScurv.
Please let me through, ma'am, because my mouth is watering so much. I do not want to share with you what I'm thinking." And she sort of shifted in the seat like, "This is what I always wanted, but I'm so religious, but I can't say it." Butter.
You are a mess. You are a mess. And she never saw you again, and she'll never forget that day.
She'll never forget it. Maybe
she'll never forget it. She's never had another conversation like that again.
No,
and she never will.
You never know,
No, that's only if you see her again.
I told her, I said, I'm glad that I dropped that paper, and I'm not so happy that I did, because I really can't eat for the rest of the day. I know exactly what I want to have for lunch. I left it at that. She was waving and smiling, and the other mean like you didn't get stopped, because my main concern was not playing games with somebody, because I stayed there for a while. It wasn't like I just walked up to her and started talking that.
Right.
So apparent. I was there for like 45 minutes.
Wow.
20 minutes before we said anything. And in the next 10 minutes, he was questioning me. And this wire is for what? But the other lady was standing nearby, like, keep grilling him. Keep grilling him.
Look what Reese. That's the best comment.
If she became a nun, if she was right-handed and I sniffed her fingers in the morning time, I already know what it is. Yeah, man. Style. No, but again, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Reese, I swear that is classic, and you are so right. That's probably exactly what happened to her. It's like
that man, the lady, and quit the job and became a nun.
Oh my God. Let me get out of that screen. Oh, dear.
No. Stays, I mean, like I said, like on the other tip, when I was way up and couldn't jump out a window, I was on the 6th floor, and a husband came home, and I didn't know there was a husband. I was about 20 years old. I didn't know. Back then, 1983, I was born in 63. That was early 83. I didn't did have some Jerry curls, but mine were tight. Mine looked natural. Mine wasn't some drip business. But, you know, back then when you see a high yellow brother with Jerry curls, you know, a lot of times it's like, okay, if he ain't see that, like who
made your real curls? Are those your real curls?
Yeah. But I mean, like back in that day, like somebody made the joke that that was the last when El DeBarge and I'll be sure that was the last day that light skinned brothers had their heyday. The chocolate came in. I was never really into all of that, but that's just a joke because like it played into what kept me alive. And like I said, you know, this lady, get off of me. Get off of me. You know, I mean, there was no goats, really. There were dead goats in the Jamaican restaurant that they were selling, but there was goatee style going on. You know what I mean? So she's by the window. Get off of me. Get off. No, this is how she said it. Get off of me. The voice was like, this don't even sound like a female, like a feminine thing. Get off of me. Like it was a ghoul. And it was scary. And I saw the brake lights downstairs in the street, you know. Well, I wouldn't call it that, Scrooge, because there are a lot of guys who are like, I mean, I don't consider myself that, but the book will be like some funny stories and whatnot. But yeah, so I looked and there was a car parking and he's here.
Oh my God.
And I didn't even disengage for the goatee style, but homeboy was like, you on your own, brother. You won't know whether I'm a penis or a nuts. I mean, he just shriveled up. Pick your shot. They went covert on me. Homeboy did a rope-a-dope. I looked down, I had 3 balls. I'm like, oh, dang. I thought about going to the bathroom to go take a leak, and I did, and I grabbed a testicle and thought that was my penis. I was like, oh, God. Your own penis backs out on you. What are you going to do?
I don't blame it. It wants to stay alive. It wants to stay attached.
You enjoyed getting rid of. You know what I mean? Now you going to punk out on me now?
Listen. You know what it said? You know what it said? I want to live to perform another day. All right?
If it punks out on me, I can decide whether it gets none or not. You know what I mean? I'll probably always get, you know?
That's right. That's right. I'm here for you. That's what it said.
Yeah. Like, hey, bro, look at that girl over there. Hey, bro, go over there and talk to her. Hey, man. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, so, you know.
So what happened? How'd you get out of that?
I told you how I got out of that.
I can't remember. There's so many stories.
I went into the living room. I remember I had this spandex top. Because the night before I did a strip show at this hole in the wall Brooklyn club. And she was one that wanted to hang out with me afterwards. You know what that means. You leave out somewhere 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Or 2 o'clock in the morning, you hanging out. Okay. A lot of stuff is gonna be hanging out. So I went, and you know, the goatee style was going on and all kind of things. But I had this spandex top that I wore, like, because it doesn't really, it's not, look, that it really looked gay. I'm not gonna say I was gay, but I'm just saying, like, you get, like, when you're sweating and you're not gonna walk out there in your clothes.
You look sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really meant, because I had something over it, but then if it was hot. I remember it was the summertime. It was hot. It was hot. And I had, like, okay, like you fold it up. You got these shorts. You got the spandex top. You got these on, right? So when you get out of your clothes and you have your bag, you're not sweating in the clothes because you dance. You got glitter on the clothes. You know, if it's something up on stage, you got girls there that if it's like a little fashion show and they'll touch your face up with makeup because of the lights, so don't wash out. You got to look larger than life. I'm not into no makeup now. I'm just saying they'll say, oh, let me fix you up because your features will get, you know, washed out. That's the
right.
And people don't understand it. So, you know, I'm like, before I'm going like, take this shit off my face. I'm not walking out in the street like this with Jerry curls
and eyeliner and all of that.
So, yeah, I am not. That's just tricks of the trade and how the business goes. But you know, people in the street that don't know, they're like, what the hell's going on with him? You know what I mean? So and stuff, and all them guys are gay, not knowing that, you know, the activity that I'm indulging in, they wouldn't think that at all. So anyway, I'm near to Jerry curls, and I took the spandex top off. I had my other clothes in my little bag, but that was a little thing folded up that I can, like, okay, when you leave out of there, you know, girls, like, say for example, they work in the strip joint or they're in the adult places behind the glass, and they show
Mhm,
when
mhm.
they'll walk past you, you won't even know it because they'll have gray sweats on, a cap, sneakers on. There's no heels. You're like, what was that that just walked? Was that a little girl or was that a guy or what? And that's that woman who had the tiny waist and the anti-gravity titties, and you're like, whoa, she looks small. That's her. Makeup off. So that's what it is. When you're done with that stuff, you just want to be like you don't want to walk through on the train, or even if you're driving, you get out and go to McDonald's, and people looking at you, what the hell? You dressed up now. You're GQ'd out. Little makeup on, very light, but it don't look right. Like, that dude a fag. Back in them days, look at that.
Right.
No, I'm a male stripper, and I'm wearing what I had on when I performed for all these ladies grabbing at my crotch. So I'm there, and she's like, oh, he don't really live here no more. We're separated, but he always checking up on me. You got to get out. Like, wait a second. You just gave me entrance and entry into the most intimate, private parts of your body. Now I'm a nigga that you want to throw out. You got to get out. Talk about feeling like old used
dirty rag.
So now you don't know me now. You just want to get out. Now, I'm not going to say that when he comes, you must confess and profess that we're in true love, because that's not what it was. We were glorified friction providers for each other. You know what I mean? So that's what 20 years old. Come on. 20 years old.
And how old was she, roughly?
Damn near 40.
Oh, God.
He looked 40.
Oh, God.
And there's something about that time period. I'm not saying all women who are 40 are a little bit less, but they go through different changes, and they realize that, well, they see the passage of time more, right? And it's not like the 22-year-old girl or 21-year-old girl who's I'm the sugar honey iced tea, and I got all the time in the world. And it wasn't like she was looking for a relationship, but it was like that real appreciation. So that's what it is. And I'm a gentleman and everything, and all the way through, even getting to the point of Goatee style of a gentleman. So that's what was going on. It was an energy thing. So he comes in, and it's a narrow Brooklyn staircase.
Okay.
And narrow, and all the lights were all the way on down there. What do I do? Run past. By the time I would have gotten my stuff on and gotten out of there, is this the door? Hold on one second. Hold on.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to be quiet because, once again, there's no way for me to, what am I going to fill in right now? And I don't want to break the energy of whatever the heck it is that he's coming with, or how he got out of there. Because, I mean, I know the story, and I almost remember exactly what he did, but y'all need to hear it. So I'm not going to mess it up by trying to even say anything. Hello, guys. Sweet D, I doubt if he has any pictures of a lot of his pictures got destroyed. So there are no pictures of, him in his various costumes.
And maybe that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Maybe. All right, finish the story, because I wasn't trying to mess up the flow.
Oh, no, I know, but remember that like there's whatever I had, there's like a gazillion more than other people took. And unknown various photo albums across those places, and you know how things travel. And
folks, anybody listening that knew Lance 40 years ago, 35 years ago, please reach out, Lance at LanceScurv.com. Send us some pictures, please.
You will be surprised.
Lance at LanceScurv.com.
And a lot of them will see them because, I've taken them on different levels. So it's like they'll see them and not even know it's me.
Thanks, Scrooge. Yes. All right. So finish up the story. Let's hear how you got out of this thing.
So there was no way out. It wasn't like the second floor. There's no way out. I had to walk down the stairwell. And this dude had to be, it wasn't fear kicking in. 6'7", 6'6". The main thing, okay, you have people who are bald and look funny. Like they shave their head, they look funny. Little neck, big head, and then you have some that they look scarier bald than they do with hair. Oh no, too close.
For real. All right.
And,
yes.
Yeah. So this dude had that big sausage lump, not a lump, but that little fat on the back of his head.
Gosh, that's
his
scary.
His skull was short, like from his eyes to the top of his head. It wasn't nothing
Oh
there.
no.
You know what I mean? It was like he was made to be bald. This man don't have no problems. He could be like 90 years old and walking around, and they'd be like, I ain't gonna mess with that, man. He can walk in anybody's yard that has a pit bull and Doberman pinches and German shepherds that are trained to kill, and they'll this is the way this guy looked.
That's scary.
Well, I had a plan. Well, what did I do? I got a chair, put it right in the living room, right in the middle of the door, put all the lights on, took some Jergens lotion. I didn't pump it out my hand. I screwed the thing off and dumped it in my hand. Tied up the little top that I had right up to the navel. Tied a little knot in there. Pulled up my shirt a little tighter up in the crack and slapped the Jergens lotion in the woman's hair like it was relaxer. And I combed through it. And as soon as he came to the door and looked at me so mean, I said, girl, you got such good taste. What a waste, what a waste, what a waste.
Oh my God.
I had to be a homosexual for a couple of minutes until I got the hell out there.
So you left her with stuff in her hair.
I had to go down to my car and get the rest of the stuff that I needed to finish her hair.
Oh God, you left that poor woman to answer all these questions.
Yes, me in my bag. And I said, well, I'm going to put the bag in the trunk. I'm going to bring the other things back up. And I'm parked down the block. I'll be right back. It should be time to get that. And as I was leaving out, what? That ain't smell like no goddamn relaxing cream. That's lotion. Who the hell was that you had up in here? And like Mr. T. And I was doom down them steps.
Oh my! How many steps at a time?
Three. And the back of my heel slipped on one. You know how you.
Oh
like
gosh!
When the steps turned flat.
Oh gosh!
I actually sat down a couple times and fell on my butt getting up out of there. I did not care.
Oh God! I could see you now. I really could see that. I could see that.
I left out the knot that I tied and the pulled up shorts. I was so scared I didn't realize it, and I'm sitting there running down the street in the middle of the night with Jerry curls looking like that.
Lance.
Yeah.
Lance, forget the book. We need a movie. We need a movie.
Jerry.
We need a movie. We need a movie. We need a movie. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, my life is ridiculous, for real.
This is ridiculous. I mean, you write a book and it's all good because but damn.
No, because I was always going. Look, you see, okay. I know I'm not like 90 years old, but I'm in this phase of my life. And this is why it's easier for me to leave New York City. I'm settled now, right? But imagine me now in New York City doing what I do. Do you think I'm going to stay inside and just do podcasts? I'll be in the middle of Times Square. I'll be in the Village. I'll be in the Bronx. I'll be in Brooklyn. I'll be in the street. I'll be videotaping. I'll be all up in some situations, whatever have you. And it might not. It would be good because I'm not living like crazy like that. But I got enough under the belt. Like, okay, when you're pouring, they say, oh, say when. And you're pouring. Okay, stop. I got enough. Now it's time to share them. But back in those days, anybody will tell you, it was like, Lance, are you ever home? You're always out. That's what makes it easier for me to actually stay. Not just the experiences, but also the human nature lessons that come with that. Once you learn a lesson, you don't crave to learn it again because you already know. And there's things that could have happened and could have gone awry. Yeah. That could have happened like really bad, like, that could have had a different twist.
Like your shish kebab night.
But I couldn't be some alpha male or some sigma male and who's this? And I'm like, well, my name is so-and-so. Girl, what are you doing up here with,
Scurv.
take myself off. Yeah. But I knew what to do. I couldn't be a threat. As much as he, was that guy, I had to save my life. First of all, I wasn't necessarily in the wrong. She was.
Yes. But
who wants to hear that?
But he doesn't care. That's the hey.
A big evil correction officer that carries a gun all the time.
No.
I was strong as hell, and I could have boxed him. He could have leaned all his weight on me and just dug my eyes out of something. I'm not gonna say I'm so. Yes, I would have beat him. I would have tried my best to get out of there. You know what I mean? And I probably would have got out of there, but I probably would have got really messed up.
My God, smooth operator. This movie, it really would be. It really would be like a.
As I walked out, you should see the walk too. All right.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine that. I have to use my imagination. I have to use my imagination for that one. But
I parted my head. I parted the Jerry curl straight down the middle.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. That was a life-saving performance, so to say.
Like I said, man, we need a movie. And it's gonna be James Bond. It's gonna be James Bond-esque movie.
Yeah, in all of these situations, right?
And
you better use your mind in these situations.
And every time you get out of a situation, the phrase is gonna be, "That was LanceScurv."
That's crazy.
So it's gonna be
gadgetry.
Oh my God, that is crazy. I'm serious. I'm serious, man. We listen.
Oh,
I don't know. That has to happen. A movie.
Do it right. I definitely would need some help with that.
Fine.
Yeah, but there are a lot of young men in that era and coming up in the other eras that like things that I've heard really I get a whole S&M. That's a good name. I get an S&M crowd, Bondage, James Bondage. Well, I must have been that in that particular story I told you all about too anyway. Yeah, so three-legged stride. That's funny. But there are a lot of people who have come through. I've talked to a lot of people who have had some funny situations. It's just that like they may not have the leverage to tell it because there's someone telling their stories to the same old people. And a lot of them tell the stories and they don't know how to tell it. You tell the truth and you don't lie, but there's a way to present it so you can see I can't say the end of it and go back to the beginning, and I want to build it up and keep you in suspense, and then boom, like, oh damn, like
right.
that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And look here. We did almost 3 hours, right?
I know, right?
And we haven't even hit the topic.
I know. And I soon have to go, but we're going to hit the topic because there was no pressure with this. And it was good Brother Dave came on, and we know we have that show coming on. And and I'll come back on and just to catch just as long as folks don't, like I try to put up titles and say, hey, boom, this is what we're going to talk about. But sometimes it's just not going to be that way, but we still have fun,
Right.
And it's still these stories still kind of go with that, but it's still not serious, that way. And that's it's almost like the old Batman from the 60s where they're climbing up the side of a building and somebody pops out the window and it's a celebrity and it's unexpected. You have somebody call in and talk and the mood goes this way and you bring it back that way. And those are the shows that make it, interesting, because I used to many years ago, like 10 years ago, what was it that I used to call it? With a LanceScurv show, something. And I used to number him and I had like maybe damn near 100 episodes or whatever.
Oh, wow.
And it's still up. If you dig deep, you'll see just a regular band on me, like 2013, 2014. Audio was crap, you know what I mean? But it was enough to hear. But I didn't know much back then. So I learned to make things better. And sometimes like even up on the Mountain today, the audio when it's just the phone, you know, when I had the headphones in, it was better, and the video is not going to be as good. But I will say that we're going to graduate from what we use now, and I'll tell you off air, and I'm going to start to try to work with it, and it's way better.
Okay.
This broadcast in 1080,
Ooh.
and nothing, no matter how fancy the stuff you have. The other one broadcasts in 4K. It's the same type of thing, but it's way, it's clear and everything. So it's just like driving an automatic. Now you gotta have to learn how to do a standard shift. So I got to learn those things, and there's a trial period with it, and I want to see it does everything and more. And
so you got it already?
No, I have to download it. It's a 14-day.
Okay. Trial period.
It's not $1 million either. I'm probably not going to pay for the year right away. I got so many other things to do, but
right. Oh, you'll do the monthly.
Yeah. And it's I'm like, why didn't I think of this before? You know, that's why it's cool to follow these little nerdy white boys. They're just into everything. They don't even care. Like, they're pro-black and I'm for you, and they raise the fist all wrong. I like what you're doing. You're a rebel.
They pointed front ways.
Yeah, they put the palm first, and they make this dumb face. But the thing is, I learn a lot from these guys. They're into it. They don't do anything else, and you ask them or you reach out to them, and they come and tell you. So it's like, I'm going to bump things up a little bit, and I'm just going to. And I'm not going to say tomorrow or whatever. It's going to take 2 weeks or so, but I have to start getting into this. And just want to keep the content going and everything. And like I said, we're coming back with Brother Dave, and when I come back, I'll just come back and get down like this again. We'll call it something. We'll come back and just vibe this way. And if you happen to miss it, whoever's out there, listen to it again. It's going to be fun.
Right.
That's right. Tell more stories along these lines and stuff. So that's why I don't really want to say sometimes comedy night.
No.
Comedic, and
it flops.
Listen, we know that I'm pro-black. We know that I'm all for my people, but I'm going to do it this way. Where sometimes I do get like that Sunday morning I came out swinging on that live and just and I was supposed to do another one. But and then we'll mix this in because
there was
say it again.
No, go finish that.
No, I was just saying that it doesn't have to be this rigid and retentive.
Yeah.
And these people who just talk about the white supremacy and the
true,
everybody.
True.
There's so many out there that are frauds, and that's how they sell it. I'm going to be me. We're going to be ourselves. We're going to be natural, and we're going to flow as we feel, as we see things coming up. And some people say, "Oh, you're just trying to have fun, and it's a serious thing going on there." We know that, and we are warriors. But
we are.
And in the trenches of the war, we have to be able to laugh.
You have to laugh, or you'll go crazy.
Cry on each other's shoulders sometime, whatever. It just has to be a emotional, mental, and spiritual space that you can come to. That how many times have we done a show and we're cracking up, we're telling some funny jokes, we're telling some nasty jokes, but somebody may chime in and say, "Hey, I just found out that I lost somebody."
Yeah. And we change gears.
Yeah. But that's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in real life, this is real life, what I'm saying, but in the face-to-face daily thing that we have a cousin across town or an aunt next door, we don't usually have that. We don't usually have that place that we can go to, that person we can go to, that we can be ourselves, and they really, really care for us. There's a lot of us out here that are isolated emotionally, and we don't, so we can have all of that here. You know what I mean? And sometimes I need to get on a certain faction of our community's backside. I'll do it. Sometimes, and it doesn't mean that I don't love, here, I mean, sometimes there's certain brothers I have to get on. Am I saying all brothers are like that? No, there's certain factions of sisters out here, and we know that we go with surgical precision, but then we'll see oftentimes a comment from somebody who doesn't know the platform. "Oh, you're against black women. You're this, you're that." When I'm going in with surgical, look, if you have a heart attack, you don't go to the foot doctor.
Exactly.
See? Specifically and right in where you need to go in. And I'll always state, hey, this is the situation that made me think this way. I'm going all in, but it's only this surgical precision attack on that. And it's not hate, but we need to unearth certain things to be able to identify them, to be able to speak about them. We need to have about things. A lot of times we're sitting here in denial. Like we don't.
And that's the truth. That's the truth. Even the ones that come on and talk about, why do y'all always just want to talk about that? Secretly, they love it. Secretly, they love it. It's
I want
just
to
that
face.
they're so stuck up in themselves that they can't allow themselves to just feel what they feel. They
Exactly.
got to say something. It's like, why do you all have to be this way? Well, this is how we are. This is how I am. But don't get it twisted. I'm not flaky. I may act flaky,
You're far from that.
but well, actually, what I was going to say was, I think it was in 2020, just after, or it could have been early last year. You did a roughly 30-minute. I think it was about 30, 45 minutes. I swear to God, I'm not lying. For me personally,
Hmm.
that was the most powerful, passionate
Who was
on
it?
the you
Me?
rant, yes, that you
When?
ever did. I can't remember. It was early last year, either early last year or late 2020. But
Mm-mm.
for me personally, I mean, you've done a lot of you've done a lot of things since then, but no, man,
For
that
real?
that there, whatever it was that you were saying, it was just like, oh, holy shit.
Oh, I don't even like. I'm going to come out tonight and do a powerful rant. I'll
It
be
was in
sitting,
the middle of the day, right?
and then I'll come on. I don't know. It just keeps getting more escalated, more escalated, more. And when I'm done, I forget all about it and just keep going.
Right.
It's like something else that comes out of me. I can't plan stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's got to
Right.
hit me. And sometimes I'm talking and sometimes tears are flowing if it's just something recorded or whatever. And y'all don't know. It's just like, blah, 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 blah.
Well, tears must have been flowing that day because that was powerful. That was powerful. I think you got a whole lot of comments on that one too. That was one of them days where the comments were just flying. People were just like, "Wow,
Mm-mm,
wow." Uh,
mm-mm.
whew. Anyway, just
And
had to say that.
yeah, thanks. And I mean, I don't go, I really don't like, let me go back and study this so I can replicate it and keep doing it. It
But you
just
should.
happens a moment, and I really don't. I'll listen to like if Brother Dave comes on or something that
Mm-hmm.
but those things that I do, like when I'm talking like that, I don't go back. I can't. I don't know why. I'm very uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, because then something else will come. If I focus on that,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, I just let it come naturally. It'll be different each
Mm-hmm.
time and whatever. Like when people tell me about that pre-COVID 2018, early 2018 thing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't long. It was like maybe, I don't think it was like 45. I mean, it was less than an hour, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Tired. And I came in from work. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was driving the bus and I was just tired because I had got up early and I was doing shows in the morning and at night. And I was getting 4 hours of sleep for about a month. I didn't tell nobody. I just had to push through it. And I was
Mm-hmm.
coming home and I was going to call out the next day. I had to go into work the next day. And I think I did call out. And I don't call out much. So when I do it, I tell them, I say, listen, I've been up all night and I will not be able to function driving that bus. That's honest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We don't mind because we know you don't drink. We know, and I enjoyed the show last night, and I know why you were up. I said, but listen, I could have went to bed, but I was amped after that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I'm to myself and I'm thinking things, and these little thoughts start hitting me, and I start feeling a certain way, and I just go off. And it's just like when I get angry,
Mm-hmm.
I can't come down off of it.
I
Like, so
know.
that's why I avoid situations where I get angry because anger is anger for me. It's not like I just got a little mad and that. No, it's very violent. It's very not violent like I'm gonna do something to somebody, even though sometimes that's the way I feel. But it's just like love. It's just like passion. It's just like everything that I feel it more. You see what I mean? So just like I say the analogy all the time when you have somebody that you love and they're walking around
Mm-hmm.
in the living room and they hit their shin on the coffee table. They didn't kill them, but you love them so much and you're so connected to them. You grab your shin. You go,
Yep.
oh, you
Yep.
okay? And you grab your own stuff. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So that's the way I am. So now if you piss me off or something like that, then it's just too intense because I am sensitive. So it goes over and
Right.
above most. Because I like to be intellectual. Let's talk about certain things. Don't diss me that hard or come out unreasonable or just think I'm stupid now, you get me angry, and doesn't mean I'm a tough guy, but I don't like feeling that way. So I try to take of anger or frustration or extreme love or whatever and do something creative with it, because it's a weird kind of high for me. I'm not saying I get high off of anger, but when I'm there, I can use it. When I'm in an extreme loving mood, I can use it. Everything has to be passionate.
Right.
I won't do it at all. Because then listening to you and want to vibe with you, you got to make sure they know where you are. Like if I'm telling a story and I'm up there and I tell you how I got into that situation, I can embellish that story with things that I remember about it. I told you the quick version. I can make it real funny behind the things that I saw. I can go into the situation spontaneously and sit around people for 5 minutes and start picking up their vibe and start being funny to them, because I'm touchy like that. I connect energy like that. That's why I can't give away my eye contact with everybody.
That's right.
They don't understand it.
That's right.
Because I'll see too much into the situation and pick it up, lift it up, like silly putty off the Sunday news, and just I feel it more.
I hear you.
That
I hear you. I hear you.
I've been my life, and so that's why, like, I can recall, and there's certain calls I do have to make. I realize it's still early over there, so
yeah, it's early.
Yeah. It's people coming back from lunch business wise off the East Coast, so I'm gonna have to make calls, but we're definitely gonna come back with Dave. I didn't make the link yet. Maybe I will soon, but I'm gonna step out after I make these calls and come back. If I'm sitting around, I'll probably go live again. I'll let you know, and we'll shoot the crap a bit and then ease on into Dave's show. I want to make a nice banner, so I'll probably do that, and I'll probably come in and make something, focus on the banner and getting the links together, get everything up working right, because as you notice now, as we make shows, I don't make mistakes like I used to at the beginning, trying to broadcast it. Like, hey, can you hear me?
I thought you would have been making a banner for this one while we spoke, but that's
I probably will in hindsight. Even though the show didn't go all the way we thought it might go, but yeah, I'll make something in hindsight. And that's easy to do. I can slap it together like a peanut butter sandwich. That's no problem. But whenever you see this, it's because I didn't have time to, and I was out.
Peanut butter on the side.
Nut butter.
Oh, nut butter. Nut butter on the side. Bye, guys.
On the side, right? Oh my God.
On the side. Listen, we're just gonna behave ourselves. You're here with peanut butter with watermelon sandwich. There you go, Superman. That's Lance, all the way to the bank.
Oh yeah. I'm good with that.
That's a trivia question we all would win $100 million with. That's one trivia question we all would win. Anybody who don't win that trivia question, they have never listened to this show. Because even the other day with you and Onika, you said it again. So if they haven't listened recently, they
for real.
Yeah, for real. So we will get to the unseen, what's happening under the skin, behind passion, because it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot and deep and good, and Brother Lance is gonna come with more of his stories, but there'll be serious stories with a little learning on the side.
Every day was a story for me, and I lived in New York City for 38 years.
I know.
It was Orlando too, and just there'll be stories out here, as I travel around and about. And now these that you see they'll be captured. You're gonna see some part of it because I'm gonna have that thing strapped on. Hit the button.
Right. Nutty buddy. Yeah, there was a what do you call it? Ice cream pop in Jamaica. Like how they have the ice cream, the fudgesicles. When we had one in Jamaica and it was called Nutty Buddy.
And you know what they call Buddy down there? That's crazy.
Nutty Buddy. And that was a big seller. That was an extremely big seller.
Well, Nutty Buddy made Priggy Betty. Okay, so
Preggy, there you go. See there?
as the motorcycles fly by.
I heard it. Anyways, all right. So you got to make your phone calls.
Yeah, got to.
And I got to go see what's happening around the world on the downstairs. So thank you, Brother Dave, if you happen to still be hearing us. I know you're busy. I will be reaching out. And thanks everybody for still being here. Hit the like button, hit the Cash App, and
Thank you everybody for your support.
yes, indeed. Thank you, Colin. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Peaceful Pulley. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much love to you all. And I'll talk to you later, sir. Lance.
Definitely.
All
Thank
right.
you all. Yes. I've been trying to play the other music, but if for some reason it doesn't work through the computer, so I'm just going to play the stuff off the module, and it's not going to be long.
Okay,
so,
no problem.
So yeah, we'll do it that way.
All right.
Okay. So
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. Have a good night. Have a good night. Brother Dave is going to bring it. All right. Okay. Peace.
My Lord is I lost my love. They gonna move to the groove. I live. My Lord is I lost my love. They gonna move to the groove. I live. My Lord is I lost my love. My Lord is I lost my love. They gonna move to the groove. I live. My Lord is I lost my love. They gonna move to the groove. I live. My Lord is I lost my love. Sun is rising, feel the warmth of my face. There's a lot to do now, but there ain't no race. I sip my coffee, I'm feeling fine. No need to work yet, I'm gonna take my time. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. Take a look out my window. See the birds in the trees. Their songs inspire me to sing a sweet melody. How do they do it? Not a care and so free. Wanna step into their world. Who holds the key? It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way. It's a brand new day. Gotta take it on my way. Gotta take it on my way.
See you all in a little while. See you all in a little while. Yes, Linda, it's no problem. You know what I mean? You're going to hear it. I got to run for real, and I got to go. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody later on. It didn't make the link yet, but it will be made for the show later on with Brother Dave. And I'll try to go live between then. I just got to take care of some business. But know that I love you all. Even though I hadn't said anything into the chat room toward the end, and I got to make these phone calls for real. So I'll see you all in a little while. I love you all. Thank you so much.